Hey, what's up, guys? This is Cryptic Heartland Podcast, episode number 129. We are back. It's been a minute.
About 4 weeks.
Oh, 3.
Really?
Yeah, we missed two
Feels
in
so much
between.
longer.
I know, right? But I am one of your hosts. I'm Leo, and then we got a couple of people here tonight. We got Jason on the left. We got Andy in the middle, and we got Mr. Dan, the man, on the right.
Hi.
Are you the Tiny Tim?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
my God. Can you turn my volume up on my thing?
I can't hear nothing.
I don't either.
First one, right?
Yeah, I don't hear anything either. Hang on. I'm not sure what's going on, but that's all right. Okay, we'll just go with it.
Can everybody hear
Bunch
us?
of amateurs. Yeah, I think they can hear us at home.
Okay. I can't sit right in my chair.
We woke Casey up. Hey, good morning, Casey.
He doesn't need to be sleeping.
He
Come
says
on.
it's 5 a.m. his time. He says this better be worth it.
Oh, shit.
Can't make any promises. No,
Well, she'll try.
That's too much pressure now.
Right?
I can't do it.
This is our first show of the new year. In a
Yeah.
long time. We're gonna
Glad
be
to
rusty.
be done with Jumanji.
Yeah.
Let's hold our breath on that one and just wait to see how January goes, you know? Because we're still... It still feels that way. You know,
Right.
It still feels the same.
I was gonna say
I wasn't going to jinx it or anything.
so we're not out of the water yet. So
No.
But anywho, yep. So I don't know where to begin. It's been a while. Like I said, I don't know.
Yeah.
We're rusty.
Happy New Year.
Yep. Happy New Year to everybody.
Yeah.
Shoot, we've had Lena in town doing readings. We've had find out some more information about the Delano area. We've got UFOs in Hawaii. There's been all kinds of stuff happening.
Yeah.
So I don't know where you want to start.
I don't either. No, but we can start wherever, really.
The team is going to be in at the Columbian Theater in Wamego, Kansas, starting on the 16th of January.
for a private investigation.
Yeah, we're going to do just the team. It's going to be a lot of fun. Jason
what?
K and
Jason K's coming. He's on the line
I
right
was
now.
just saying,
Well,
Jason K's coming. And
He wants to know what's up.
buddy.
Yeah.
How's it going, Jason? We're very excited about that one. I know Jason's has investigated it by himself, or at least with his group, a few years ago. But
Right.
we've never got the opportunity to do it on our own, and Leo's never been there, so hopefully he comes.
Oh, you've never
Right.
been there, Leo?
No.
No, I didn't get to go last
Oh,
time.
dude.
No, it was just us.
Wow.
It was Jake, you, Andy,
And Roth,
your
right?
wife,
Roth. Yeah.
and Corey. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a public event, so we had several guests that were kind of tipsy.
We did a
was-
private
it-
first
Oh, that was
time.
for the Booze and Brews, right?
That was Booze
Yeah.
and Brews.
Ah, okay. That's why they
Yeah.
were drunk.
Yeah, we
I
never
couldn't
did
figure out why.
we never got to do like anything private there or anything yet. So
It'll be interesting and fun.
we got to tour it and stuff with them.
Right.
Yeah, private, but in Wamego. Are you thinking about Topeka?
No, Wamego.
Yeah. No, we went out there and we
You and I and Roth, we skipped on the Yellow Brick
Yeah.
Road.
Right.
Yeah.
yeah, because Elizabeth went, but not Jake.
Yeah.
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 Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
But we got to tour that place we got to investigate the Wizard of Oz Museum, which I wish we could, coming up on the 16th, but we can't just due to COVID and everything.
Right.
They have to do so much cleaning in between guests and stuff like that because everybody's touching everything and all that.
Right.
So it's going to be an interesting case for us. I can't wait to do the theater, just us, along with Jason Kay and his buddy Larry. It's going to be a lot of fun. So,
Did you bring that puppet last time he was there in 2011?
Jason said he was back there. He investigated the Columbian Theater and the Oz Theater,
Did
Oz
he?
Museum back in 2011.
oh, so he got to do that by himself too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yep.
that would have been fun.
Yeah.
Yep. So, what you guys have happened there? Do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
It's been a couple years since you've been there. Has it been 2 years already, or 3 years? At this point?
2019?
2021.
2018.
Was it 18?
20...
It wasn't last.
We did the
it was
Booze and
last
Brews in
year.
19.
Yeah, it
It
was
was a
last
year
year.
ago, October, when we did
Yeah.
the public investigation.
Oh,
So it was
okay.
just last year.
Gotcha.
Or 2019, yeah. So.
Mhm. I don't remember what you guys said about the place. I mean,
It
the
was
pictures were
interesting.
cool.
You know
Yeah.
me, when there's a ton of guests there, I have a hard time investigating because I'm too busy dealing with the public and stuff.
Right.
But it was interesting. I know inside the theater itself, had some weird activity with the dowsing rods. Like everywhere I walked, the guest who was holding them, every time I'd ask a question and walk, the dowsing rods would like actually follow me everywhere in the room.
Really?
Just follow me. And the guest was like, I am not doing this, I swear to God. And then, Corey went over and looked, and so did, I think, Claudia. And, yeah, they weren't moving. She wasn't moving them. So they were following me everywhere I asked. And even when I went up toward the stage, got on the stage, and they were just pointing at the stage the whole time. So that was cool. It had some weird, readings on the machines and stuff like that, but on the gadgets. But
I got some good stuff in the basement.
did you? What did you
yeah.
have?
Oh, well, of course, the Shadow Man. Several of my guests did see him as well. We had him cross in between, actually, a few people.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the shadow coming from that back corner where the body chute was from the original funeral home. And you can see the shadow, and it just went through, and it's even caught on the SLS camera at the time, too. So,
Wow.
I mean, it was kind of neat. We had a few incidences with the elevator, which they've proclaimed to have. And in the women's restroom, we did have a couple things happen there where
What you doing in the
I was
women's
gonna say, what are you doing in the
bathroom?
West?
we investigated because there's
Buddy.
a gentleman that used to work in the Columbian that likes to play tricks on women in the restroom.
What kind of
Is that your name?
Yes.
Is the guy's name Dan?
Yes.
Well, and the
Okay.
funny thing is, it was Jake, Dan, Dana, and I in the bathroom,
Yeah.
and that's not going to sound
That's
right.
right.
He had
That's
a
right.
camera.
I do remember that. I do remember that bathroom, and
You didn't
guys.
want to stay with it.
I kind of walked out after you guys all went in there and started doing stuff. But no, yeah, they have the guy who picks on women in the bathroom.
He'll shut the door on you and lock it, or
Well,
he'll play with that. There's a metal
Yeah.
plate behind where you on the toilet. There's a metal plate that's it covers an old receptacle or lights, and he'll jiggle that or drop it to the floor.
I know the girls. It was Claudia and her two friends,
Marla.
and I'm so bad. But they were telling us a story in the history of who they think is the person, former manager of the place, who back in the day had no qualms about touching women that he was under him in employment. Grabbing them, touching them, saying rude comments all the time. Basically, just a complete pervert
Yeah.
the entire time, and put women in different compromising positions. So,
Name wasn't Dan
no, or Rose,
or Roth. Yeah.
Rose,
Or Jake, because he was in there too.
Might have been Andy,
Could have been Andy.
I am the bad one.
but no. So they think that's actually could be the person that's doing it. He has passed on, and things have kind of escalated in that kind of same standard.
Gotcha.
Women feel like they're being touched or watched when they're back there in certain areas or by themselves.
Mhm.
So,
Renee and I might have to
hey,
Check it
experiment.
experiment when we're there.
That's
Yeah.
the Columbia on screen behind Dan said, right?
Yes,
Okay, I
that
wanna
is
make
the
sure,
Columbian
so-
Theater.
Yep.
It's pretty awesome. It has a lot of artifacts from the Chicago World's Fair, same fair that had H.H. Holmes running amok and killing people. So,
Yes, that's one thing that draws me to the Columbian. There's a mirror.
yeah.
This mirror is like 9 foot tall by about 3.5 foot wide. That was at the World's Fair,
Yeah.
and I don't know. I sensed that Mr. H.H. Holmes himself looked in that mirror and
Probably.
while he was scoping and to kill people at that,
or just pleased with himself.
or pleased with
Who knows?
himself. Yeah, he thought he was a handsome man, but yeah,
But I mean, there's pillars in there. There's art. Just all kinds of artifacts that Leo, you would absolutely just love to see.
It's pretty amazing
Nice.
to see a lot of the stuff.
I want you to
And
go.
then-
Can I just drag your ass?
30-foot tall banners.
Okay.
What's that?
We'll tag
I said,
team.
just my ass?
Wow.
I'll bring some rope and we'll tie him to
Yeah.
the top of Jason's
We're just
car.
gonna kidnap you and take you anyway. So we'll put a mask on you. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, but it's an amazing place. And then I wish we could do the Opera House. We had the Opera House there too. Couldn't really investigate too much because they had it set up as like half a haunted house.
Oh, because during October.
And basically we just sat in there and listened to them tell stories and stuff. So we didn't get to investigate for crap in there, but it was a lot of fun. It was interesting to hear the history and stuff, but really, really enjoyed it. I can't wait to get back there to go be with everybody there.
Exactly.
So
Go pick up some
The
Oz
bathroom?
wine.
what's that?
Go pick up some Oz wine.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember the three of them took us over there, and we had cheese and wine while we were, not during the event, but while we were getting the tour of it. It was awesome.
Nice.
No, can't wait.
Beautiful
And
town.
hopefully we get to do the actual Booze and Brews again event later on in the year. So hopefully that happens.
I hope
They
so.
postponed it.
Yeah, this is the Columbian Theater in Wamego, Kansas. Yeah,
Yes.
the team's going to go up there and investigate along with Jason Kupsik out of Kansas City and Larry Buchanan also out of Kansas City. A couple guys we had on the shows a while back. God, how long has it been? I don't remember. It's been a hot minute.
2 or 3 months ago?
At least, yeah. But
Yeah.
the team's joining them up there, and they're going to investigate and with us, and then see what happens.
I think it was back in October.
I can't remember. I was trying to think. It may be even further than that. I want to say it was almost like August.
Was it?
I don't know. Could be
I
wrong.
don't know.
But who knows? Time flies. I mean, it's been a weird year. Past year. It's a brand new year.
Do you remember seeing some of the orbs that night? Well, I guess before we started the public investigation,
In the
Jake,
stage area.
you, Dana, and I were walking around, and we were in the theater
Mhm.
on stage between curtains, and you were taking pictures.
Yes.
You and Jake saw an orb kind of fly up and then down and in between Dana and I.
Yeah, it's over by the dragon head. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, the dragon head up there is kind of cool.
What's the
Kinda
Dragon
spooky.
for?
Huh?
What is it for?
Oh, what play was that
They were
for?
doing
Oh,
the,
for a play.
they were doing a
Puff the
play.
Magic Dragon?
No, they were doing Shrek.
Oh,
Shrek,
nice.
that's
Okay.
right, yeah.
I got you.
No, it was pretty elaborate stage production of it.
Yeah.
But nope. So that's what's coming up on the 16th.
Hold on. I have to play this because.
I'll do it.
Oh crap.
What?
Oh, no.
Yeah, you said do it. So
Really?
yeah, he's gonna
Yep.
do it. You know he had to.
Because I saw it and it's there and it's for everybody to enjoy. So.
I didn't know he had the video.
Oh yeah, he did. Of
I don't
course
remember who
he
sent it
did.
to me. So.
Yeah.
Gotta find it here. Why isn't it pulling up? You might be out of luck.
It's not pulling up.
Sweet.
Yeah. Whatever.
Oh, I know why. This is why.
Carl says
Oh,
strange
no.
connections, theaters, or paranormal.
They are.
He what? Say that again.
Theaters are paranormal and theaters have
That
a
looks
great
a little
connection. Which they do. Thanks, Leo.
You're absolutely welcome. That's what I'm here for. Let me get a better. There we go.
Wow.
That's a little better. Okay,
Whoa.
so you got the three Munchkins, or whoever they were. Dorothy in the middle. I don't know. Who's who?
Dorothy in the middle.
I'm the Cowardly Lion.
I'm part of the Lollipop Gang.
The Lollipop Guild.
What's so relevant about this is next door to the Columbian Theater is the Oz Museum.
Yeah,
that the team got to investigate also during the public investigation.
that's pretty awesome too.
Yeah.
There's only like 2 or 3 things in there that are actually part of the movie itself, I believe.
The clothing from one of the original Munchkins, all her
Yeah.
clothing from the actual movie.
One
And
of the flying
monkeys.
monkeys,
Oh, yeah.
which was about this big. It's
It's
like
tiny.
so tiny.
Oh, the clothing?
No,
Or
like
what?
the actual figure.
Oh, they had the figure?
Yeah,
I thought
the
you said
actual
clothing. I'm
figure that
sorry.
was back in the background of the flying monkeys
Nice.
and stuff. That's there. But I mean, they have replicas and other things from the movie or the set and stuff like that, but may not have been actually in the movie.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
One of the original Munchkins that recently passed away, like in the last month or 3 months, would come down for the yearly Oz Fest.
Oh, that's cool.
And he's the last one.
Mhm.
Poor guy.
Wow.
Last remaining living
He
Munchkin.
died with all the secrets.
Yeah.
All the things that went wrong behind the scenes.
We can do an episode on that alone.
Oh God, yeah, we can actually.
The
Well, I
conspiracy
was-
behind it.
Talking to some friends about it, and you know, I told them about the conspiracy theory about the hanging Munchkin or one of the
Oh yeah.
set men in the background, but and you know he'd come to me and like, well, no, that's not true, because if you look at the video, I just watched it like yesterday, it's a pelican. And I said, yes, that has been re-enhanced, that pelican is in there, but if you look at the original footage, it doesn't look like a pelican to me.
Mm-hmm.
But
Pelican?
yeah,
I can find
yeah,
it.
if you look at the re-enhanced, they put a pelican in there flying away. They said that's what they added live animals to make it look more realistic. So yeah, now if you watched, I watched it over Christmas break, and they had it on WGN, I believe. But yeah, it's a pelican flying away.
That's the 50th anniversary edition.
So the whole time
Yeah.
everybody thought it was someone hanging. It was a pelican.
Well, sure.
Sure.
The pelican has been added to the new revised.
added to.
But
added
if
to.
you find a VHS or one of the older versions, that doesn't look like a bird to me.
It's on Hulu.
Right.
I don't know if that's enhanced.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look.
I'm gonna have to watch it.
You can find the original footage on
Okay, so I
internet.
just watched it like
So-
several weeks ago, back in December. We were watching it. It was before we moved, and we all decided to like camp out there in the living room,
Mhm.
watch movies till we fell asleep. And Wizard of Oz, I was the last man standing, you know, still awake. So I was watching the Wizard of Oz because it was on. It was like doing that whole 24-hour showing, and I watched it, and it was the same original footage that I've always seen. I'm like, there's the hanging man.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't see no bird flying away.
Oh well, the one I watched the other day, you can definitely see the pelican flying away.
Okay, well that's stupid.
Yeah.
So this is the original thing, whatever.
Why is there a pelican?
But then here's the zoomed in version of it. Give me a
Why is there a
second.
pelican in the middle of the woods? That makes no sense.
Yeah, it didn't look like a pelican to me, but yeah.
That's zoomed in.
I don't see a pelican.
And then the more you zoom in, of course, the more pixelated it gets. One
Yeah.
second here. Oh,
That's
goodness.
all.
What'd you say?
I said, oh well.
I have it right here. Hang on one second. Bear with me. So this is the thing, zoomed in, super zoomed in.
That to me looks like a body hanging, not a
That's why everybody
bird.
says it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. That's not a pelican. I'm sorry. There's no wings. The head doesn't match. Where's the beak?
Right.
Where's
It's like-
everything?
It's almost like there's a rope or something under.
I mean, you can also see it like right up there. It
Yeah.
looks like,
Like
you
there's
know.
a rope.
yeah, like
Under
at the,
the
top.
chest.
At the top, you can kind
Yeah.
of see like what looks like a rope.
Yeah.
Almost
Like it's under.
It's almost either they're hanging the scarecrow or the Wicked Witch,
Hmm.
because it almost looks like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't look
There's,
like a bird.
there's so many
That was
conspiracies
before
against
the
the
water
film.
hit the Wicked Witch.
Yeah. Well, this is actually when the Tin Man and they all
they
meet
just found
together,
him and they're walking off.
walking off after the witch sit there and freaked them out and shot flames at the scarecrow, and then they walk on down, and then you see the bird flying off.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, I mean, shoot, you know, the Tin Man. You know, they were talking about all the different things that happened on that show. I mean, everybody on there. You know, Tin Man had to go to an iron lung because he inhaled so much aluminum
Oh,
dust,
yeah.
and yeah, it's a crazy. There's so many people that were damaged by that movie, physically and mentally.
Oh,
Yeah.
the asbestos
Yeah,
falling down on them out
Yeah.
there in that snow. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway,
yeah.
that's always
But
fun.
I love it, you know, and I love the museum out there in
Looking at
Miguel,
us, a
the
bunch of
town.
Kansas people talking about the Wizard of
Is
Oz.
it? Yeah, exactly right.
We
Well,
know better
shoot,
than anybody, right?
Marianne from Winfield, Kansas, just died.
Who?
Marianne.
Island.
Gilligan's
Oh
Island.
yes, yeah.
Was she one of the?
Gilligan's Island. She
Oh,
was
that's
the-
right.
She was the brunette.
She was at literally from Winfield.
No, just a character.
Yeah,
Yeah, just a character. But you know,
still's cool. Put us
Yeah.
on the map in a way.
well, at least Winfield. Poor Winfield. But yeah.
So what's new, Leo?
Hey, Hal, how you doing over
What's
there?
up?
Nothing. Dawn Wells was her name, by the way.
Yeah.
Don Wells, my bad. Yes,
One that just passed away.
Marianne.
So,
I'm trying to see if I can find anything on her that says that she's from Kansas, but I didn't see anything. What? What?
so what else is new?
Nothing.
Nothing?
No, I just talked off air about some things here. We talked about, I don't know if anybody saw at home, the video of the UFO that's been circulating on the internet recently. Somebody's filmed a blue object in the sky that they said it looks like it fell into the water, but some of the other videos look like it went behind a mountain kind of a thing, so it went out of sight. But
Yeah.
but what is this thing? Nobody knows yet. They haven't
This is
really
all
said.
in Hawaii?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oahu, I believe is where it's at.
So what's your thoughts?
I don't know yet. I've seen the video. I'll play it here in just a second, but
Okay.
I don't know because you can't. The thing they said is that you can't hear anything. You can't. I mean, it's just
Right.
you can
And-
just see this thing floating around.
Well, most of the time, I mean, they don't say UFOs have much of a sound. I mean, it's very
Right.
rare occasions or sighting or reports that people say it actually had a sound to it.
Yeah. Which is it because they're not close to the Earth's atmosphere? Are they still high up enough that we can't hear them?
Right.
Or is it advanced technology, or is it a military balloon or
Right.
plane, whatever you want to call it?
Right.
That we're working on something special to help with that. I mean, to hide sound and whatnot. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I don't know. End of the new year, or end of the year to going into New Year, who knows? I think that's just our own thing. I think the rest of the universe doesn't give two shits about our calendar. But I don't know. Why not? I mean,
I was told, by some theorists I've seen on a couple pages that, being that it's over there in Hawaii and seen over a few active volcanoes, that the UFOs trying to wake up Godzilla for one last blast on 2020. But that's just what I've heard. Luckily they didn't wake up Godzilla. We're good to go. We made it to 2021 without a horrific giant lizard. Yes.
Godzilla's at the base over there, like locked up.
You never know.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's next week. We'll have to go on that one. I did see some leaked footage over the weekend. It was kind of crazy. Of an alien child, that is being held captive in Area 52. Yeah.
Area 52.
Yeah. Well, the one that's not in Nevada no more.
Oh, because they
Yeah.
moved it because everybody found their play spot.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It was weird. It was a weird video.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead, keep talking. My
Oh,
bad.
I was just, I mean, it was a pretty convincing video of an alien, but of course, CGI is pretty advanced now. So
It is. What do you think? I mean, I haven't seen it, but what's your thoughts on it? Did it look plausible?
it looked like a gray from like, oh shoot, what was that? Doggone.
Yes, go on.
Swing Away. What was that movie?
Swing away.
Blazing
Signs.
Saddles.
Signs.
Signs. That's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, the aliens. I mean, of course.
Tell Merle.
Yeah.
Tell
had-
Merle to swing away.
Tell Merle to swing away.
Oh.
I mean, it had a larger. I mean, it had the gray head, and of
Yeah.
course, you couldn't see its eyes, but it's
Go
so pixelated, of course, But he was pacing back and forth, and he's in a concrete cell, and it's kind of whatever. If it's real, it's real. But it looked.
So here's always my thought. If we can come up with it for a movie and everybody just automatically can see it through like movie standards, we're only thinking of things that we can create, and and so that's what we think everything is going to be and look like. But in
Yeah.
reality, it's never that way.
Yeah.
Like even seeing a shadow figure or a ghost or a spirit or whatever you want to call it, it's never that. It's never how movies project it. So if it's too good to be true, like a movie,
mm-hmm.
to me, I'm like, that's BS.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to be reality.
Right.
I don't know. We only think as far as we know what we can do here on Earth. We think everything is going to be just like us or something like us. But in reality, we only know what we know here.
Right. Yeah.
we're a speck out there in the galaxy, in the universe, and everything. But yet we think we know everything, and everything's going to be just like us almost.
No,
Yeah.
I believe in the theory. I mean, it's from a movie too, but watching Men in Black, where they sit there and say, we're just a speck,
Yep.
We only know so much, but and most everything that you read in the tabloid is true or based on a truth. Maybe that's true, maybe it isn't, but hey,
Yeah.
I'd never throw anything away saying that there isn't some type of truth to it, because there's something there. I mean, people just don't develop these stories. I mean, or maybe they do, but
Well, I mean, it's from past stories too, and it's just
Right.
built up on, I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah. I
You know,
think that.
for some aspects, I mean, you go back to like the first sightings of UFOs, to the first sightings of like a possible alien or an abduction or anything. It's just blown up even more, and
Yeah.
people have had time to expand on that story and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Can go for just about anything in our history too. I just throw that out there, but
well,
You
yeah,
know.
I mean, you can read about spaceships and aliens in the Bible. I mean, it's right there
Yeah.
in the black and white.
it
I mean,
is. Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. And you can take it for what it is, or take it whatever you want to think it is. But our imaginations really do go far,
oh sure,
which is hard. I don't know. I know. I'm trying to say, imaginations can like overwhelm us so much that we believe this and this and this, but then here I am wanting to believe in ghosts and UFOs
Right,
and
yeah.
Bigfoot and stuff. But honestly, I want to believe in the actual sightings of people that actually have seen it, but yet aren't making a big deal out of it or anything like that.
yeah,
We
I
may
don't
get
know.
some new aliens. There was something I read about there may be some new planet that they've discovered. I don't know how true that is, but
Well, we're finding all kinds of stuff all
New
the time
stuff,
with the
yeah.
telescopes and
Yeah.
and satellites that are floating away, and Hubble telescopes and stuff. Just everything we keep shooting up out there,
yeah.
we keep finding and stuff. Who knows? I mean, the new things in Hawaii. I mean, it's not like the newest stuff lately. I mean, that's just now.
Right.
But
No, the East Coast
throughout
right now.
2020, they've been seeing stuff all like crazy.
Yeah, the East Coast is heavily inundated with UFO sightings right
And
now.
honestly, I don't think it's ever stopped. It's just
No.
we're just now seeing it.
Well, people are
Again,
sitting up.
paying more attention.
Yeah.
We're bored.
Everybody's lives are slowing down. Everybody's looking up and out. So
Well, the government's a couple things too with this whole COVID thing that hit. It freed up the skies, maybe clearing out the smog and the waste up in the atmosphere, so we're seeing things a little bit clearer too. Maybe they've always been there, and
That
we're
is true,
seeing
too,
it
yeah.
possibly.
yeah,
Plus, the government's starting to back it up a little bit more. They're getting behind it. They're coming out saying, yes, this is our footage of UFOs.
yeah,
Like we talked about I can't remember the names of those.
It's not always
The fast
SpaceX.
one and all that stuff. With those videos we played a while back from the U.S. Navy and stuff like that.
Oh man, and what about the ones on the moon?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I like those.
those.
Yeah,
It's pretty interesting. They're
Yeah,
pretty,
that was.
pretty straight up.
definitely. Case it said somehow it could have been drones, which that's another possibility too. As far as the footage in
The,
Hawaii.
the blue light, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll play
guess
that here in
so.
just a second. Well, for the viewers at home.
It looks drone-ish. I mean, it does have a, reflect off a 4K lens. I mean, that could be a perfect drone light, but
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so if you guys don't have your headphones on, we can listen to it and play
yeah,
it.
I'll do it. Let's try it.
I'll put it up for the viewers right now. Hopefully you guys can hear it. And when y'all are ready, I will cue it up and fire it off. Should have been a jerk to put up the same video again with you guys dancing down the I'm not gonna. Alright, here we go. Crap, I can't hear it.
After
Well then.
I don't hear nothing.
you can't hear nothing
Whoa, sorry.
I heard that.
I don't know why it's not playing here. It's playing for the people out there, though.
That's good.
Oh, there it is.
And then I was like, oh, started calling my husband then because it was all in the garage. I was like, hey, look at that. This is what I see. They all said, yeah.
The 38-year-old says she's never really been a believer in UFOs, but the bright blue object had them so intrigued, they jumped in the car and started following it.
I don't know what it was. This one was going so fast.
The journey ended less than 3 miles from where it began, on Farrington Highway in front of the Board of Water Supply building, after the object appeared to drop into the ocean.
Oh, the going line in the water, whatever it is.
She described it as being larger than a telephone pole and says she never heard it make any sound.
We called 911 if I have, like, one cop or somebody to come out and come check them out.
While officers were on scene, she says they spotted a second light.
My husband went and looked up and he seen the white one coming. The white one was smaller, was coming in the same direction as the blue one.
They lost sight of the object after it passed over a nearby mountain. This morning, we asked Honolulu police if investigators figured out what fell in the water. A spokesperson told us they didn't have any information. Meanwhile, officials from the FAA said they received a report from police Tuesday night about a possible plane down in the area, but had no aircraft disappear off radars and no reports of overdue or missing aircraft.
Right, it's like a UFO bar.
Although Mariah's had a couple days to think about it, she says she's still baffled by what she saw.
To this day, I don't know. If you guys can find out what it was, I'll let you know, you know what I mean?
Allison Blair, Hawaii News Now.
So you can kind of see it on screen still. I have it queued up. I froze it up on there. What do you think? I mean,
I don't know. Is a drone going to make all those kind of different shapes?
I don't know.
With the lights.
I mean, a privately owned or just something you can buy over the internet? Can you make all the? I mean, at one point it looked like 3 pieces. You know, it's like a Y almost.
Yeah.
I don't know about a drone. I don't know.
I remember.
Unless people are building their own.
Well, I've seen also one time I like to reference those shows I've seen in the past, like Factor of Fate. They did a video like this near a bridge one time where the same thing was happening. They were able to kind of prove the video slightly, where they added the color lights to it, like the little cat balls we use sometimes on that type of lights. And it lit up, and you could see it. Now, was it a splitting image? No, of course not. But can it be just the lights from a drone? Yeah, it could be. But you'd think somebody would hear that. There's 2 different reports in that video that.
Right, and the second one came too.
Yeah.
A white one. Okay, so at night, is there a reflection like that?
Sorry about that, guys. People at home, we lost internet for some reason. The feed went down for just a second, but we're back. So
Somebody says glow sticks on a drone. But I don't think it'd be. I don't know if you could see it that far.
But again, it was like splitting off to make it look like a Y at one point and stuff like that. I mean,
well, if the thing's banking or turning, maybe that's possible. If let's say if it is a drone and you turning it, whatever, maybe you're just catching the perfect angle. I'm not saying that's a drone or isn't a drone. Renee said, "Dang it, government again!" About our video, about our internet going
Shut us down.
You laugh at that. I'm not gonna hate to bring up a sore subject, but I'm gonna bring it up anyways. Our buddy Jake posted something earlier, and it's been proven over and over. People are posting certain groups, certain topics that somebody somewhere doesn't like it, so they take them down. Whatever, like. I know they're blaming Mark Zuckerberg, but supposedly a group that's testing about Biden isn't my president. Some group that's going around, I guess, and had over 1 million views or 1 million followers, and then the next couple days it was gone, allegedly. But I mean, I believe it's gone. It's just I've heard that outside of this is the first time I've heard it this close to me, whatever us. I've heard it on a national, grander scale. Some of the shows I listen to and whatnot talk about that, how they're censoring people's Facebook supposedly, and this could sorry, I'm getting in messages. So I don't know. It's what we talked about with Jason Kupsik when we were on the show here. When they did the ectoplasm show, him and Josh Hurd, they were talking about certain taboo subjects. And a buddy of his who works for Facebook can pull that stuff up and saw where they were on a list after that kind of a thing. What the hell?
Interesting. What's the matter?
Get all kinds of weird noises.
Oh.
Like it's beeping in my ear. Like,
Oh.
I don't know what's
I took my
happening.
headphones out.
yeah, I don't know what it is. So maybe we're getting censored too. LOL.
Are we?
I did mention Zuckerberg.
Oh, shit.
I
We're gonna
mentioned.
get taken down
Censored.
now,
Great, and we're doing Facebook
Oh well,
Live.
I don't care.
Leo. Right?
So what's your overall thought on the
On which
video?
part? The drone or Zuckerberg?
Video.
I don't know. I was going to try to pull up a video. Carl said 30 gun groups gone in 30 days from Facebook. So, I mean, they're doing something. Like I said,
What groups are they?
I don't know. He said 30 gun groups. He didn't say
30 gun groups?
30 gun groups on Facebook been taken
Well,
down.
if they're being stupid, then why not?
Yeah, it's more of a belief, though, too, though. I mean, if you're just supporting guns and they don't go for it, I mean, they're going
If
to
you're
censor your damn
wanting to hurt
stuff.
people, then yeah, fuck you. But if it's just talking about guns and just, to overall owning them and
Yeah.
that, yeah. But if you're talking about hurting people, yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, it's one thing to
Plain
be a
and simple.
supporter of things versus a hate group or
Yeah.
a whatever you want to call it. But
Yeah, enough of that shit.
yeah,
Just be kind. You
Yeah.
know?
it's everywhere.
Move on.
We see it. We see it in our own groups, our paranormal
Move the
groups.
fuck on.
People always jumping on and saying things and just speaking out of their ass. Basically, it's just like you may not believe in one thing. You don't have to. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't believe everything that we all say. I mean, I don't believe everything you guys say versus vice versa. We just
You don't believe
we have
anything I say?
not everything.
No?
I don't know. I'm not saying that I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
What?
But, well, I mean,
This
I mean
changes my friendship with you now.
wait, we were friends? I'm just kidding.
Damn it.
I'm kidding. No,
So
I
you
mean,
hear and all this is
I'm
coming
talking
out.
about like political
I just want my
beliefs.
mommy.
Political beliefs like that. I mean, we don't share the same political beliefs. I mean, I know you and Jake don't, obviously, and
Yeah.
other people, which is fine. That's what makes us a strong group, because if we were all, we all drink the Kool-Aid,
No.
then what's the point of us even...
I just want the best to be
Same
in there.
here.
I don't want stupid. I don't want
Right.
ignorance.
Right.
I don't know. I have a big love for the White House in the past and what it was meant to be,
Yeah.
throughout history and stuff.
Right.
That's all I want.
Sure.
I really don't follow a path
Right.
to that. I just want what's best for
Right.
us and the people.
And
That's
like
all.
I said, if you want to get down to it, they're all crooks. I mean, they wanted us to short us. People that were getting stimulus,
I
they
think
wanted to short us.
Everything
money.
nowadays, everything
Yeah.
has become crooked.
But of course, they're going to point the finger at whoever's in charge. It was Trump
Yeah.
now. It was Obama before. It was whoever before. I mean, so
A
on and
lot
so
of
on.
times, it's the people in the background that you never really see or hear about or do a lot of the talking. They're the ones doing most of the dirty work.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Oh, I get it. Yeah. Like talking about the Pope and his Instagram following, that click or was it Twitter, where he clicked on a page supposedly of a younger underage girl that was kind of like a teenage dress type. I don't think the Pope was running his own Twitter page or whatever it was, Instagram page. It was probably somebody who acts on behalf of the Pope, and
Really?
maybe clicked on something he shouldn't have, or what. Maybe the Pope does. I don't know. Maybe the Pope gets
Against his kids.
gets a little freaky every now and then. Carl said 2 of them he was a member of. No hate, just gun groups.
Well, see, then that's bad.
Yeah.
If it's no hate, then why? Then why?
Well, and sometimes it takes is one person to
True.
get upset
True.
and ruin it for how
True.
many others.
Sorry, I'm having a Charles comment. He goes, I was on it for 2 days and became a Republican dating site.
Well,
Yeah.
I just want MTV back with music videos.
What, you need to play music videos?
Yeah, get rid of the stupid shows they have on there
Yeah.
now. Music videos all day long.
Right.
People be peaceful.
Nah, it's a crazy world we live in, and it keeps getting crazier. We didn't talk about even half the crazy shit out there, like unfortunately the Nashville bombing that happened.
Oh God,
Where-
the Nashville bombing, the
But
one that had a countdown alerted.
Mhm.
Yes,
Any more word from that besides that the fact that there was a body found in the
RV.
RV, everywhere.
Right.
Any more word? I guess due to New Year's and everything, I kind of just went, let's move on.
I guess his girlfriend warned the
She
government
did.
a month and a half before that he was doing it,
Well, as much as a year, I think, before.
Well,
That's
yeah,
what a
yeah.
year,
She was,
yeah.
but they said she was, they didn't, I mean, they took her threat credible, but they also said that they took her away for a mental evaluation because she was threatening suicide, had guns by her side.
So this guy. So what's his story?
He just probably, I don't know, that's just it. There's no definite 100% this is what he did or why he did it.
They didn't find out like anything from his house or anything, or
They took
Nothing
computers and
released.
stuff, yeah. The only thing they've said is this guy about his girlfriend, and they also said that months before he mailed out pamphlets to people,
To his friends, yeah,
to
exactly.
his
yeah.
friends, yeah.
pamphlets.
Like talking about materials, reading materials about whatever, the
His
government
agenda.
or yeah. Well, I mean, not even so much his agenda, just his belief system, whatever kind of a thing, and it escalated to whatever he knew he was going to do it because he was making plans ahead of time.
But why an RV? Why a bomb? And why in the middle of Nashville right there? That's
Well,
that's weird.
it just depends.
Middle of Nashville was directed at AT&T is what some people
Right,
think.
Yeah.
right. I heard that too.
One
'Cause
theory.
it's a national hub. Right
Did he
there
not
in that
like
area.
his cable bill?
I think
Was
he
he just
wanted
pissed
to
off?
do more, like make an AT&T offline and like 911 operations. He wanted to affect a lot of
Right.
business wise.
Yeah, because that specific one caters to not just Nashville. It caters to a grander scale as far as like you
like
said,
Kentucky,
9/11 or
Alabama was
911 and
affected.
stuff like that, security and stuff like that, all kinds of things. So if you're going to make a statement against the government, or if that's what his case was, or if that's why he did it, why not take out a major thing that is going to cause disarray for a little while?
Or just go out in the woods and shoot yourself and be done? Because why try to hurt other people? Why ruin shit?
But he didn't try to hurt other people. That's just it. He gave ample warning. And
I know.
I mean, at least he did that much.
Yeah.
He
I
said,
know.
don't approach this vehicle.
But it could have been a lot
Yeah.
worse.
Oh, could have been.
Because a lot of
yeah.
people could have just not heard it, came by, drove by.
Well, there's dash cam footage or
Yeah.
body cam, whatever footage of the police that were down walking past it. They're making comments about that vehicle. Like they're saying this is weird. It reminds me of the movies. And the other girl that's with him says The Purge. And she's like, yeah, that's exactly what it reminds me of. From that time till he walks on the corner is less than a minute or two, and the thing detonates. So they could have been a part of that. I mean, it was like 2 minutes. I think
He
exactly.
walked away.
Who?
Who walked away?
The police officer that had the body cam.
Oh,
They were clearing.
Gotcha.
They were clearing buildings basically.
'Cause they
making
heard it and
Yeah,
stuff,
and they were
okay.
they walked past the vehicle and they saw it and they go, "That's kind of odd. This is vehicle's playing
Yeah.
this video or this audio
yeah.
and giving us warnings, And they heard the countdown. At first, it was just a warning: don't approach the vehicle. Once the police got there, then it came the countdown, and then, I mean, went up within instantly. I mean, stayed true to his word or whatever that sound, whatever. So.
Wow.
Is it just me,
Yeah.
or did they do that DNA test on the body parts like freaky fast? 'Cause
Yeah.
most of the time they don't do DNA tests that fast.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe they had teeth.
Yeah.
Well, they found what looked like tissue there, so they picked it up or whatever. And I think they also saw something with the RV itself had the VIN number or something.
Yeah, yeah.
That tied
They
it to
were able
him.
to locate it to that guy. It's registered to that dude, so they went to his house. That's where they were shut up at his house, like immediately, almost the same day. I think it was. That happened early in the morning. It might have been in the afternoon or next day. They went to his house and were going through his things and what do you call it? I think I can't remember. They got some kind of DNA off of something of his, and were able to say, yeah, those two match up. So, but yeah, no. What was I gonna say now? Oh, there's claims he was paranoid about 5G, also too, about brainwashing us and whatever else. Because that rumor's been floating around since COVID started. They were saying that was part of coronavirus getting spread around at one point, that 5G was the culprit, whatever, and I don't know. But okay, you bang your head on that? I'm not trying to... Oh, I just play devil's advocate here.
Yeah.
Where does anybody get that idea from?
Crazy.
Are they?
Yeah.
Based
Have you
upon
listened to
what?
them? Have you watched them on video talking about it, screaming about it?
Well, yeah.
Where are they coming up with their information?
Well, it depends. I'm not telling necessarily them, but why would somebody come out and say, I'm paranoid about this because it's
It's
feeding
just cell
into...
signal, right? Isn't it just signal?
I mean,
Do you
they
feel
tell us.
brainwashed? Does anybody feel brainwashed?
That's what they tell us. I'm not saying I'm buying into it.
I think it sucks. I mean, I feel like I
We don't have
can't
5G
do
here.
much.
We don't have 5G here.
No.
It says 5G on my phone, but it's not 5G. True 5G.
Yeah, no, I mean, when I have 5G, I end up having a hard time texting. And like sometimes doesn't want to work.
Yeah, especially
You know.
down here in the studio.
You know, maybe that's the devil in it, but oh, come on. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Some of this stuff, it's just like, I sit back and I just listen to people talk and ramble about it, and I'm like, what the hell? Where are you guys coming up with this shit? And
Right.
where did it come from?
Right,
Like, we're out of the
exactly.
blue, like, 5G, it's going to kill your mama, and stuff like that. I watched a video where this British chick was just kept saying, it's going to kill your mama. And I'm like, bye-bye,
At least she
mama.
said it with the cool accent. though.
Yeah, she's like, bye-bye, mama, once it goes live. And I'm like,
Did some of your brain cells
I'm
die
like,
just watching that?
yeah, it did. It
I'm
really
laughing in the
did.
comments, sorry.
I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not buying into any of this theory, by the way. I'm not saying, I believe 5G is going to
I
destroy us
hope
all.
not.
God, no, you know me better than that.
Well, yeah.
I just like to play the opposite side of it. What
I know.
if they're not
No,
crazy?
no,
Maybe
and
we're
I
crazy.
like that. I like that because you
Maybe we're
have
crazy.
to. You have to.
That's why we do the show, is to not just pick one side and our side's the right way.
Yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Right.
We do all facets.
And I don't know what Mark's doing. I have no freaking idea.
Who knows if it's even him, if it's somebody else. I mean, yes, he's, leans one way heavily.
If we just shut down the internet altogether, wow, wouldn't it be just awesome that we just talk to our neighbors and our friends? And we just, we wouldn't have all the bullshit that's going around
We'd
instantly,
We'd
we
party
wouldn't
like it was
have-
1995.
Yeah, and we wouldn't have all this crap going around like that. It'd just
Right.
be, it'd be like, you'd have to email or, no, you can't email. You just have to write a letter or call,
Snail mail.
And we wouldn't have all this talk about that,
I think we need to get rid of all these PS5s and Xbox and give everybody Pong. Call it done.
No.
Or other words, stop drinking the fucking Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard
Right.
people talk about all these different conspiracy theories, and I mean, I'll listen to a point, but then it's like, okay, some of the stuff may be true. Yeah,
Right.
I can see both sides.
Yep.
Some of it, I'm thinking, okay, you're just fucking crazy.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, we can go back to even JFK. I mean,
Right?
we talked about on the show and even the years past. What if it's just black and white? What if Oswald acted alone? He shot him, killed him, and
I've
that's
thought
it.
about that. Yeah.
But what about the other shit that's going on that we talked about? What makes our shows, what we love
Yeah.
talking about, all the different angles, all the missing people that have been mysteriously killed, all the eyewitnesses that came up immediately to police or whoever, CIA, and said, "Oh, hey, we have FBI, I guess, or whoever. We have evidence that I can tell you what I have a story to tell because I saw it firsthand. I know that somebody's up here shooting. Okay, we got enough evidence. We're good.
Yeah.
Getting turned away. I mean,
Well, and to me, I think there's some that just, it's almost like they have the blinders on, like they're not willing to really listen and see what
Right.
else there is to form their own opinion type
yeah.
thing.
No, I agree. Especially conspiracy theories that are really
Yeah.
heavily into it, that are leaning one way versus. Like, to us, I'm open to all. I have a belief, and then I have my conspiracy belief, and then I have the other side I listen to. But
Yeah.
I don't have a.
I feel
I'm
that
not.
way
Who
too.
am I?
I haven't, like you. I have my want to believe and
For
the
sure.
conspiracy part of me, but I also sit back and the other half of me is like, let's look at the logical parts of it,
Right.
anything like that, and come up with an idea of what it is. And does it match my want to believe part? Sometimes no, and that's where I have my personal conflict because I'm like, shut up, I have that battle between my brain.
Right. Right.
It's like, I'm not opposed to the idea that he did it himself. It would have been, there's more to it because the route wasn't even supposed to be that way. That's where my line. I keep going to the fact that with Oswald,
Mm-hmm.
the car wasn't supposed to go that way. They changed it that morning.
Right.
How the hell did he know that? How would he know that? So basically, he was just going to shoot him straight on.
Right. As he came up
Yeah.
towards the direction. Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I guess that was one way
I
he
don't
was
know.
going to do it.
Yeah. That's. I don't know. Like it's
So I guess either way it could have worked from that window.
Right.
Either way. But he turned and he got 3 to 4 shots off. Or did he?
Well, 3 is what they're saying.
3. Everybody heard 4.
Right.
Most people out there heard 4,
Some
but
people say as many as 5.
yeah.
Yep. So, sorry, I'm just reading all the comments.
Oh, it's crazy. I know we got green lizard men in
I know.
there. And,
That's
Yeah.
a thing in itself. I mean, the lizard people,
Yeah.
the people in high places, supposedly, like the videos of Obama and whoever else, and
So it's
turning
Earth.
into lizard people.
We still don't know shit about our own planet. You know, yet we think we know everything.
Right.
You know, we know everything that the government is doing to us, and everybody's an internet genius when it comes to like political stuff. But we're just a speck in the universe.
Right.
We don't know. We barely know what's in the ocean. You know, we keep
Right.
finding new things. We keep
Oh,
finding
God.
new species out there.
And even in the jungles and
Jungles, everything.
the areas that can't be explored because they're too dangerous or unaccessible, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I
We
mean,
keep meeting new people that are dumber than the next person you just met. You know, but you know, it's just we barely know our own planet, but yet we
Right.
have all the answers to
some people
every
have answers.
conspiracy and what's happening to all
And
of
how many
us.
Sasquatches out there we don't know? Right?
Yeah. Shoot, maybe they do shave and go to work every day, and then you know, a couple weeks later they grow all the hair back, go back out the mountain. Who knows?
Come on, Harry.
Come on, Daryl.
and Daryl. He's a shoe model.
Oh my God.
It's the one job you can't get.
Yeah, right.
But no, there's all kinds of stuff that's happening that we all claim to know the answers, and all these fools that are out there with the, you know, it's 5G, it's this, it's that. We barely know anything about our own planet. We've been here for how long? You know, as
Few
humans and upright at
Right.
least. I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know. It just gets me. Just gets me how everybody's like, you know, I read post after post on Facebook
Oh, I did too.
or everything, and they have the answers. And I'm like, how? Explain. Oh, well, you know, it's out there. Is
Right.
it? You dumbass. You can't even explain how you're coming up with your conclusions.
Yeah.
And most of your evidence doesn't even come true. You know, it doesn't even work.
Doesn't track.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Right.
But let's keep going. 5G and everything. You know, it's the end of the world. Sorry, I'm on a rant.
Well, I was just thinking about Scooby Doo, you know, because everything happens that way, and you always get the answer at the end of the show.
Yeah.
Right.
But hey, you know, we're not playing that cartoon today.
But you know, it's. I feel like if everybody can just shut up and just move on, why can't we? Let's worry about other things. There's a lot more things happening in the world than what's happening in the U.S.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
there's a lot more than the U.S. that's happening. So you know, there's so much more. So
Definitely.
we have a whole planet that half of us in America doesn't even give two shits about. So
Well, yep. Last year was definitely a year for division. That's for sure. You're one side
it
of the
did.
fence or the other.
2020 did divide a lot of things.
Family members to
Friends.
friends to
Yeah.
strangers.
Yeah.
And it's all based on like political shit.
Yeah. I mean, it's a world.
Political
I mean,
and scientific.
well, yeah. It's either you're red, you're blue. I mean, you can't be human. How can you not be
Or
human?
your Bible or science.
Right. Yeah.
Which one?
Well, I mean, there's also the police. Don't
That's
forget about
it.
Well,
that.
No,
yes,
no,
exactly, yeah.
no, that too.
Yeah, there was that whole
That too.
fiasco that's been going on forever, and
God, you know, that
Yeah.
seems like forever ago, but it wasn't. It was just a few months ago it was happening.
yeah,
You know, that was
Definitely.
back in August?
was it August?
I can't remember.
Oh, I think it's even further than that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it could have
Because
been.
it seemed like it was during baseball season.
This
It
could
seemed
have been.
like.
But it was, yeah.
Yeah,
You have that. You have, God, 2020, we had a whole lot of division of people showing their true colors,
yeah,
what they believe, what they don't believe. It's aggravating.
yep.
Aggravating world.
Yeah.
Then you got people divided over a piece of cloth, which I can't grab mine right here, so I held it up for the camera. I wanted to do it.
I had mine in my pocket, but it's my Aaron Rodgers
I
one.
don't know why I have them here, but people complaining about these things, these face panties.
He
Get
said
over
it.
it.
He
Face
said
Get
it.
over it. I mean, it's not gonna save somebody else's life. It's probably going to save yours, possibly, by you not spreading it or whatever, vice versa. But
Well, let's face it. Most of the time when people talk, and especially when they get excited, they spit.
yeah,
I don't want people spitting on me. You know, and when you look back on it, it actually is kind of disgusting and how
Oh, it
gross
is.
we all are.
when we sneeze,
Yeah.
the big cloud of dust that goes up
Oh,
in the air. Yeah, you cough.
I mean,
Yep.
we are spreading germs like crazy no matter what. I mean, that's just how we are. But,
Charles,
Yeah.
says, I don't believe in science.
all right.
That's funny. Sorry.
I don't believe in Alf. But,
what?
you know,
You don't
Alf,
believe
you know.
You don't believe in what?
Alf, the alien.
Come on. The alien that ate cats? Come on.
Oh,
He got drunk a
kind of
lot.
cute.
Hmm? He was a cute puppet. I had shoes of him when I was a kid. Moccasin things.
Maybe
think
he
I
liked
did
the
too.
meat stick.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right. Well, that was fun. That was a good solid hour.
So, what about the division of, once again, like how bad and how nasty the paranormal field can be? In this aspect.
It's politics there too.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm reading still comments. It's been that way for years. We've been doing this, God, on too long at this point.
No, they're just,
Well, I'm just saying,
So-
we see it
yeah.
amongst teams.
Yeah.
I mean, even in our own cities, we see it.
it hasn't been so much in like, I don't know, a team bashing team, but when it comes to like getting on and joining paranormal pages and stuff like that, you run across little dickheads that like to comment about stuff and treat people like crap
Right.
just because they think they are the number one paranormal investigator of the world, and they want to just rag on people.
Well, it shows their immaturity and their
It does.
inexperience. Because I remember for a while, teams were upset with us because of we would go into the same location as them, not trampling on anybody's ground. We were invited to go up there
Right.
by the owners of places, and they were jealous that we were coming in, and they gave those owners ultimatums. It's either us or them, and they're like, okay, well, thank you for coming. I'm pretty sure I know how to run my business, so we'll sever our ties with that team
Mm-hmm.
and continue working with the team that you had a problem with, apparently, because
Yeah.
you know what I mean. And
And I
then
appreciate
they would try to badmouth us like we were at fault. It's like, and then they did it on Facebook platforms, and total strangers would be like, this doesn't look good for you guys. You guys are talking about somebody else, and I don't even know this story. You guys are talking bad about this other team, and I'm a business person, a business owner. I can tell you this isn't good business. It looks bad as a business model. And I
Right.
read it and I'm like, cool, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying that.
You
But
bet.
I didn't comment. I just happened to read. I don't know how I even came across it.
Yeah.
Somebody told me about it, I think, and I read it and I'm like, oh well. I
Yeah.
mean,
Because you all told me about that. And
right.
And it was after we went into some locations, and we went into these locations that are historical, and we
Right.
met them. We talked to them about what we could offer, what we would be willing to do, and after they, talked and negotiated, we landed it, and we started doing events and started doing wonderful things.
Right.
Some memorable stuff for us.
Yep.
But yeah, other teams, I'm sorry, they offered you the same thing that we offered them, and
Right.
you didn't take up on that and didn't have either the want to do it or whatnot, but we did. So we went through it. And it's been awesome.
And I don't think those teams don't realize how long we've been around. We've been around since
I know.
2007. I mean, not that that's forever, but that's some of the teams that have lasted longest
Right.
is our teams.
And
And that's the reason why we do that, because how we treat
Yeah.
our clients and our customers and our friends and families, whatever, we try to treat them equally,
Yeah.
and respectful.
that's the key. Respectful and actually being human with everybody and trying to make it more of like a family time to go
Right.
and investigate, especially when we do our events. I want everybody to be comfortable. That's why at the events, I try to make my rounds to talk to everybody and be one with them.
Right.
Sit down at their table or walk around with them, interview them or something
We
like
take
that.
the time to connect with the
Yeah.
people.
I
Yeah.
love it. I love doing that. And it's just,
Yeah.
you know,
People have their own agendas,
like
unfortunately.
I'm not going to name names, Not gonna. No.
Mike
so,
Smith. I don't know. Just making up names. Sorry.
So, well, I'm not gonna name team names or anything
I know.
like that.
I was kidding.
No. So, our last tour, ghost tour of the year. Were you for that? Jake was.
Yeah, I did the last walk-in. I
I think
didn't
Okay.
they were there for sure.
So yeah, so we were there, and it was wonderful group of people, and there were some people there that were like, "Well, yeah, we went down to the Orpheum, and there was a big thing there, and we were supposed to do a ghost hunt and all this, but all we ended up doing was just sitting in the seats and listening to the team tell their stories,
Right.
and that was it. And they said it was awesome to hear the stories, and
Sure.
but we wanted to investigate, and I'm like, yeah, that's, that sucks. I'm sorry you went through that.
Right.
I said, normally our events are a lot better than that. Our events.
Right.
Yeah, I've had a few people say the same thing with that specific
Yeah.
team.
Right.
Because honestly, I've experienced it too. I mean, there was one good investigation prior to my joining this team,
Mm-hmm.
and the other couple I'd been on, they were okay, but it was more sit around and talk instead of, okay, if we're paying for an investigation,
Yeah.
let's go see what we can capture, is the way I felt about it.
They're blowing their own whistle.
I-
Trying to. Yeah.
I just don't believe in teams taking money from people to give them absolutely nothing.
Right?
I don't know. I've always wanted to do what I could to create something that's going to give everybody the most outstanding moment that they can, even though we're chasing ghosts, literally, and we can't guarantee anything's going to happen at all.
We're gonna try
I
and have
try
fun.
to tell people, this could be the most boring night you've ever had, because you're going to sit there and be talking to ghosts or to the.
You're gonna talk to the air.
You're going to talk to
Yeah.
the air in the darkness, and it's going to be, or you're going to be seeing shadows. You're going to hear voices. You're going to have machines like popping left and right, with stuff. It could be absolutely the most phenomenal night you've ever had, or it's going to be the worst night you've ever had, and spend all that money to do so.
And I feel like that's what helps our team stand out, was that we bring our equipment, we let everybody look at it, get
I
to
do.
know it,
I like
use
that.
it, and then form their own opinions. And I mean, like me, before I joined the team, it started getting what little I have so far. It was nice to be able to see what's out there as far as equipment wise, go use it to see and get things
Right.
to happen.
Right.
So going back to the people who claim to be paranormal investigators that bash on other people so hard on Facebook, that just, I don't know, that aggravates me so bad. Especially people that are out there that are just, they're not on a team, they're just kind of doing stuff, and they capture something, they put it out there. Yeah, okay, everybody's going to be up for criticism,
Mhm.
but don't be a dick.
Right.
Yeah. And if he ever listens to this podcast, I hope this gentleman can understand that, you need to, grow a pair and actually investigate. Go into that cemetery, go wherever, do that, and stop bashing other people for capturing something on film or on camera or something and wanting to know opinions about it.
The people that actually take the initiative to go into cemeteries and haunted locations and investigate, not stand outside and chit chat.
Yeah.
He's got to hose Dolly.
Right?
Oh, he has a
Fucking
dog.
Chucky.
Don't want to
Sorry,
scare
I
the
shouldn't
little
have
dog.
For everybody watching, yes, we do have a certain person and group that we're talking about, but we're not going to say their names or anything like that.
That would be douchey.
It's just
We don't do that.
It's just that, when you get on Facebook and you have a little argument or something like that on Facebook,
Right.
it just kind of, you see the immaturity of that person when they haven't been around very long doing this kind of stuff, but yet claim they think they know everything about it and are nagging people about what they take a picture of, and they just mock them. And It's just that just pisses me off because I feel bad for the person that is getting mocked.
Yeah, like I said, 'cause especially as somebody who's in need of help
Yes,
and
To me,
they're
it's-
genuinely
Need of
asking for
help.
help.
and they want answers.
Right.
To me, it says a lot about the person, though, that's acting like that. You know,
Asshole.
right?
Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, these people. I mean, the paranormal field has been, you know, shit. It's 100+ years old or longer. But you know, I mean, Abraham Lincoln chased ghosts,
Vampire Hunter.
and the vampire hunter as well. But the thing is, I mean, paranormal has just gotten big in the last 10 to 15 years, where
Right.
people are willingly and openly talking about it. Why be a dick and try to sit there and succumb people from coming forward with their information and their questions? I mean, that's what everything is about in the paranormal, is to find the answers. And hey, if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong, but do it politely and give me reason as to why it's wrong, and prove to me that it's wrong. Not sit there and say, it's dust, bitches. I mean, and you can't do that. You can't do that. Because, I mean, not everything is dust.
Bitches.
Contrary to belief, but it is what it is. But hey, real quick, though, before it goes way, way up in there, Casey did have a good idea, and I think we all need to go to Philadelphia. Because
Okay.
he's truthfully saying that we need to talk to the founding fathers and sit there and talk to one of them and try to get an EVP as to what do you think is going on in this world, and how do you like what is happening with our political stance in this world.
They would
man.
all say, I
Yeah.
hate it.
They're probably rolling over right now and says this isn't the
times
freedom
over.
that we sit there and try to
I
bring
think
to
most
us.
of them said keep the Bible out of it, keep religion out of politics.
Well, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what our country's built on, is religious beliefs.
Yeah.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
Truly?
Yeah.
Forcibly.
Well, I mean, by the
Columbus
the
even
original,
forced it.
the original people that signed the Declaration, they were big.
But they all, but like,
People.
you know, Jefferson and Adams and Franklin and
John
Washington, they all
Hancock
said
and
keep religion and
I know.
state separate.
But they haven't.
Nobody did after that. They signed it and they said
Yeah.
it, but then nobody did.
That's how a lot of the most wars are fought over religion.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, or somebody's belief. Yeah, I mean,
But
I don't know. It's disappointing. It's unfortunate, but I mean,
It's very disappointing.
sorry, I'm trying to read all the comments.
Give me back 1985. Damn it.
1985.
You just want it because you had hair back then.
Well, yeah, that's true.
I've seen the picture.
There's nothing wrong with the look, though.
No, that is true. But, you know, the big flowing
At least you
Goldilocks
still got
hairs.
something to hang on to.
I do. I tug on it every once in a
It
while.
went from here to here.
I've been talking to the wife. I said, man, I got to get rid of this because this thing is driving me crazy. She's like, well, what are you going to play with then? Wow. You know,
Ayo.
Here,
Yeah.
I think you can find something else.
that is true. That is true.
Okay,
Yeah.
moving on.
Nah, anyways, but
But
it's
there's
too
a-
bad. This is the day and age we live in. I mean, it's only getting worse. I didn't think it'd ever get this worse.
But
This
here's,
bad, whatever.
here's the thing.
Yep.
Has it gotten worse?
Good.
Or has it always been bad?
It's
We're
been,
human.
Well, it's been more in the forefront now
I
because
think-
everybody's been home. And
I think this pandemic's kind of made it
Yeah.
a little bit worse.
Okay,
I
let's go back to 1918 or
I wasn't
1917. Let's go back to those days, you know? I mean, there's pandemics, there's all kinds of stuff going on. Everybody, each year that has gone by since the beginning, let's just say America, when it was first started to now, there's been horrible shit that's happened.
right.
That's not any different than what it is now.
The only difference is we have social media where things
Exactly.
spread faster.
So therefore, we all think, "Oh, it's so bad now," but it's not. It's been bad almost this entire time.
It's just everybody has a free platform to
To speak their mind.
speak whatever they have to say about anything and everything, and
Yeah.
which is the same thing with Twitter. You can talk to any celebrity who has a Twitter account that you don't even know. I can go on there and call them every name or my thought about them, and I've never met them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's social media for you. I mean, it's that free platform.
I follow Chevy Chase and Tom Hanks, and it's fun.
Chevy Chase is an asshole.
What?
Chevy Chase is
But-
an asshole.
He is. He
which
is.
disappoints me because I
I
actually love
know.
his movies.
When I started finding out he was an asshole, I'm like, oh.
That's been proven by his actors. He's an actor.
Oh, did you know?
that he's been with.
back in the day, when,
Or
okay,
performer.
side story here. Did you know back in the day when he was like the number one person on Saturday Night Live, he left because he was going to go to movies
Right.
and everything, but it didn't start off so great, and then he thought Saturday Night Live was always going to be like his thing.
Right.
But up and come Bill Murray.
Right.
Bill Murray was like the man at the time too, and he started
Oh, yeah.
doing well. And so Chevy Chase went to do a hosting, and they went at it in the background. They like had a full total fist fight. Bill Murray and Chevy Chase, because Chevy Chase couldn't stand Bill Murray because Bill
Right.
Murray was taking his spotlight.
Getting all this.
You
Getting
know,
all the
so-
glory. Yep.
Yeah,
I bet Bill Murray kicked his ass too.
I don't know. Could have been. Yeah, it breaks my
it's
heart when
disappointing.
celebrities are assholes.
Yep.
Yeah,
Let me ask you all this.
Oh,
no.
good.
That could go in so many different
Go ahead.
directions with you.
Well, one time at band camp,
There we go.
I agree with all like the social media platforms and all that, but what if we didn't have that now to more connect with other teams in different states and that kind of stuff? Would we be at advanced?
I don't know.
As we are?
We would. It'd be like trying to film things more, do things, get it out there, get it to networks and stuff like that. If that was even a possible thing,
Yeah.
which is still something we want to do. And I don't know, write books, stuff like that. Do journal. I mean, it'd be like really. It'd be pretty much like doing just the rawness of investigating and doing everything. You'd have to document everything so much more.
Well, yeah, see,
If we didn't have it, yeah.
without the social media network or internet, shoot, Sally House would just be in house.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wouldn't be demonic at this point.
It would have to be on TV just like it did in the 80s. You
Right,
know?
yeah. So, yeah.
God, that was in the 80s.
On that show, what's it
Yeah,
called?
Sightings.
Sightings. There you go. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
crazy.
I mean, without social media, yeah, we'd be so much slower. It'd still be like, for us, it'd be like living in the 1800s. Yeah, we
Yeah.
might still have TV and all that stuff. You know, we've had it since,
Black and white.
yeah. So, yeah, it'd be hard. But with social media, it comes a lot of BS and a lot of painful stuff.
Yeah.
Well, because
Mhm.
you find out who your friends are, you find out who your family is, for real. There's backstabbing. There's all kinds of
They'd
stuff.
rather hide
Sure.
behind a computer screen or a phone screen than actually physically talk.
Yeah,
If that was, yeah,
That too.
100%. Otherwise, we would all go by our real names on Twitter, Facebook, whatever, and we would speak our mind. I was reading talking about you get verified if you're a certain status on like Twitter. They're thinking everybody should be verified. That way you can tell who. I can't go behind and make up my own whatever crazy name, so I can go talk to people, make fake accounts just so I can talk shit to people and then run and hide. It's like
My name is Jack Links.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
going to tell you who you are, 100%.
yeah.
Stand behind your thoughts and stuff like this. Yeah, I know Andy's messing up. She's. I've been trying to
That's
fix
good,
her.
people.
I've been trying to fix her and I can't.
Maybe I shouldn't wear maybe it's the shirt.
Nah,
the
it's
stripe.
just.
Well, it is the shirt. I mean, it's Chiefs.
I moved cameras
Wow.
and stuff,
It's
and that's what's
Chiefs,
breaking
I mean, do you see that?
Wow.
It does have that KC on there.
Sorry, guys.
Ugh.
Side
like
note,
a lot of teams,
Side
though.
note, Kansas City lost today and the Packers won.
But,
Woot.
hey, number one seed, bye week. Didn't have to have a win. Just saying.
They didn't play any of their starters. Kansas City didn't.
Still
Second
lost.
and third rank. Yeah.
Still lost.
That is true.
That's
That
why
is
they
true.
lost, because they rested them
That
for the
just means
playoffs.
that your backups.
That,
They-
well,
they played well for a while, and then they just
yeah. Laid down.
didn't matter at all.
We all win some, we all lose some.
Yep.
And it
There's
took
some
you
good
guys a
teams
long time to win
And some
one.
bad teams.
You want me to repeat that? Took you a long time to win one.
Right?
But anyway,
Only 50
next topic.
years.
Anything, guys?
No.
I'm ready. Bring it on. Bring me a topic. Let's talk about it.
Should we talk about the salon?
Yes.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
talk about how
Lena
Lena did.
So what?
You want me to set it up?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh dear.
So, what? A couple weeks ago, right?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago?
The weekend before, prior to Christmas.
So Lena Townsend, she is our friend and co-worker in this business, basically. She is a known medium in the area, in the state of Kansas, and all that. And she is now going to start doing permanent stuff. I mean, she does readings throughout the state in different locations, Dodge City being one of them. But she is coming out now permanently every so often to the Leno district at 535 Salon at Perfect Touch, which is part of the old, let me get this straight, Air Manufacturing Company, which was part of Cessna, Learjet, and
Stearman.
Stearman.
It's also part of the red light district.
And yes, back in the Old West, it was, the Lena was the red light district area, especially in that section where Lena and the salon and all them are working. Unfortunately, it was, kind of bloody. Nobody knows about that too much. It's not a known factor. Everyone talks about like Tombstone or Dodge City or other places.
Well, everybody knows about it. However, the city likes to keep it hush-hush. It's not something that they want to be popular for.
Well, I say
is
be
horrible.
popular for it because in our business, it's awesome.
Exactly.
Well, Dodge City's not as
You said that.
violent as
Yeah.
they say make it out to be. It's just Hollywood's made it into that.
That's what you said,
Yep.
yeah.
Some of the stories did happen, yes. Our White Earp was down there doing his thing, of course.
But it didn't happen like every day, and
They made it sound like it was just nonstop.
Right.
I mean, and a wicked old town, and it's not.
well, and White wasn't even in Dodge for that long.
Right.
No, he's almost as long in Wichita that he was in Dodge
Yeah,
City.
Wichita for a year, with his whole family basically doing the brothels and gambling and all that stuff, and they were taking money, skimming money from the prostitutes and everything there. Well, they were. He.
No, I'm laughing at Renee's question.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
I was thinking that same thing too. Well, Dodge City's more violent now than it was then.
Yeah.
There's a possibility of
I
that.
can see
It
that for
really
sure.
is.
But so is Wichita, and I'm
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
as bad. I mean, I think we saw something on the side of the road while we were,
Yeah.
we were driving past Oakland.
Oh, really?
On the way here, there's cops out there like looking on the ground with flashlights and everything over in a business.
Nice.
So who knows if that could have been a shooting that we might hear about later on the news. But yeah, so back to Delano. Sorry.
Sorry.
Delano, yeah, go back.
You got the famous shooting of Rowdy Joe and Redbeard that's out there that caused a lot of havoc the night that it happened back in October of 1873. Yes, 1873. I gotta get my history right. But yeah, it was October of 1873, and one man died. Actually, two people died out of the whole problem and shootout. It was Redbeard himself, and then one of the dance hall girls. But anyway, at the salon, Lena's been. We've been curious about the salon for a while because we've done live events, not live events, but live podcasts at the salon. We've done that a couple times, maybe 3 times actually. 3 times I think we've done it.
At least, yeah.
Just with cell phones a couple times, just doing it like live like that. But we actually set up the entire system there. One time we went, 8 hours? I think.
Shoot, that was on the 50th, right?
No.
Oh, that's when you did the kissing thing? Where am I going to the 8-hour one? Let me think of that one.
Jake was on his way back out of town, so he called and we had him live. But you were there.
Yeah,
Weren't
no,
you?
I'm trying to remember which one that was.
I don't know. We just kind of randomly did it.
It was
We didn't-
forever.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. It was in
Yeah.
2018 at least.
Yeah.
Early 2018. But anyway, so we've been wondering about this salon for a while because we've investigated it ourselves. Leo and I and Roth were there with KSN with Darren Dito, and we've had so many weird things happen to it. So we were I don't know, when we finally got Lena set up to go in there, I was curious about what she'd pick up on
Right.
and everything. So you want to explain everything?
Explain.
So, I don't know how to do that.
Oh, okay.
You don't know how to do that? Well, okay. So
Okay.
the claims that the salon had was a woman screaming. They see a cowboy with reddish facial hair and stuff sit kind of flirting with the women there. He sits in the chairs, will move things, will whisper to him from behind, and they turn around. He's there for a second, gone the next. Just stuff like that. Things move, just weird stuff. And we've recorded like boots on the ceiling and all kinds of
Or
stuff.
sounds like marbles rolling on the floor,
That too.
like the ceiling, even though there's nothing up there.
That too. And my mom's watching, and she's the one who goes there to get her hair cut. So I keep telling her to keep her eyes open and ears open, alert to things that are happening. But I know Stacy and Jill not so much, but Stacy, who works there, the manager, she absolutely hates hearing about our stories. Loves it and will okay it no matter what, but doesn't want to hear anything about it. Go ahead.
I was fortunate enough to be with Lena that Saturday, Sunday, as she read, and Jason met us up there for a little bit, and she was immediately telling us that she saw this cowboy and this other guy that was like military staunchy type man. Well, the weekend progressed, like Saturday into Sunday, we were getting more information. I was corresponding with Jason, and he was like, ask her if one of them have the red beard. So I asked her, and she's had this look on her face, like, I can't believe he asked that. Yes, he does. So Sunday I kept thinking, okay, find pictures of Rowdy Joe, red beard. She talked about the saloon girl. Well, I found, as soon as I showed her the picture of Redbeard, she was like, yes, that's him. So that was pretty cool validation, I think, for us. And then showing her Rowdy Joe, she said, yes, that was him. Then there was a picture with Rowdy Joe and a woman. And I first originally assumed it was his wife until tonight. It could have been one of the saloon girls. And so we now know that there's a saloon girl that hangs out at the salon.
So historically, because they were only about both were saloon owners, Rowdy Joe and then Redbeard. They were about 50 feet away from each other. Red lost his bar from a fire, but through that he was jealous and became a drunk, and he went over to shoot at Joe out of drunken rage, basically. And when he did, he ended up shooting one of the saloon girls that was in there. He thought it was one of his girls that was in there talking. Didn't like it, but it was actually one of Joe's girls. Shot her in the gut, and she died.
Yeah.
Shot another guy in the eye, and he was blind for the rest of his life out of that one side. But, it really could have been. It really could. I mean, if there's like a connection between, Joe and that girl. Because
Yeah, that's why at first I thought it was his wife. Because Lena said, yeah, that's her, but she has longer hair, the gal that Lena's seeing.
yeah.
And it wasn't until tonight that I kind of thought, well, maybe that was one of the saloon girls.
And I know I've kept the story somewhere that tells the name of the girl that died, but there's no picture, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know it was a year ago, first or second week of January, we did podcasts from there from your phone.
Mm-hmm.
And Dan was picking up the saloon gal in one of the rooms and had some conversation back and forth. So it was pretty interesting getting to hear Lena do her readings with people I didn't know and some that I did know. She was very spot on, a lot of happy people. She'll be back at the end of February, and she is doing sign-ups for those. So, February 28th, 27th, 28th.
Something like that. I have to look up I'll be sharing it on Facebook through Cryptic Heartland and Everyday Legacy Paranormal and Road Trip. We'll be sharing it like
Look
crazy.
for it, and make sure that you reach out to Lena by phone or via Facebook to make an appointment. We did have a few people show up that didn't have appointments.
Did they really?
And I mean, she was able to work around and get people in that way that didn't have appointments. Others couldn't wait because she already had somebody that had an appointment. So make sure, if you're interested, to make an appointment.
It's very cool.
Are you going to use the back door?
Yeah, yes. And there is a back door to the salon. So there's the main road of Douglas right there. That's in the front part of the salon. If you actually go behind the building and park, there's lots of parking there, and there's an easier access to come in. That's how the team and I, we all go through the back side of the building. That way it's not going through the front. Easier access, and we can greet you there and everything. But it's so worth it because I feel like Lena gives everybody the most honest outcome for everything, and tries to help as much as you can and everything. So
We're talking about Rowdy Kate.
Rowdy Kate.
That's when you couldn't remember his name. You said somebody at White.
No. The one I couldn't remember was the actual saloon girl that died.
I gotcha. Okay.
Sorry. There's an article that I found that actually says her name, but I forgot.
I can get it here in just a second. Sorry, I didn't know.
It was like a
I was trying to listen
magazine.
to you, but I was also trying to listen at the same time.
No, that's okay. It's from a magazine article. Old West something. But yeah.
True Western?
True Western. Totally off there. Old West. True Western.
Old West to Western sounds good too. I like that.
But yeah, I think that's in there. Her name's in there about being shot, I believe. So it's really cool, and I don't know. The Delano district is starting to be kind of fun for us.
It is.
It is for me. I know. I need to get down and negotiate some time for the bar that wants us inside to investigate.
That'd be cool.
To get that down, and I want to talk to him about doing events for his patrons and stuff like that. Yeah. Which also, when Lena comes in February, we're going to do just a select few, those who are willing to pay a little bit extra to get a reading, plus do an investigation with us afterwards. So once Lena is done, we can all, maybe 6 to 8, 10 people are pushing it, because it's not like the biggest place, but I don't want to overcrowd it. But I'll do 8 people. Shut up. I'll allow 8 people, maybe 10 people altogether to investigate. Leo. But so we're gonna be doing that on the Saturday that she comes. That way.
It'd be awesome.
Should we discuss Charles?
Yeah.
Before you do that, I have the girl's name.
Oh.
He went chasing. He was accusing a saloon girl prostitute named Joe Demerit at first. He was of stealing money from him, basically stealing from him. He said in response, Joe Demerit threw a bottle at Red and immediately fled next door to Lowe's, Rowdy Joe's.
That's right, she ran.
A saloon. Redbird followed her, and he was drunk, number one.
Yeah.
He saw another prostitute by the name of Annie Franklin that he mistook for Demerit, so he fired a shot at her and struck her in the stomach.
Gotcha.
So he hit Annie Franklin.
So we need to get Annie. We gotta try that next time.
I think we picked up an Annie before.
Did you get an Annie?
Joe.
Yeah.
Joe Demerit even would be another one.
Yeah, Joe. I mean, she would have been like frantic going over there for help.
But didn't kill. She didn't.
No, but it would have been pretty awful to think that somebody's chasing you to shoot you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought we got an Ann or Annie that night that I was filming you in that room.
Mm-hmm. I think I did back in that back room. I have to check it out.
That didn't come out right.
And then the guy that was blind was Bill Anderson.
Yeah.
He got hit in the head, it said, and he said he was blinded for life.
Yeah.
It was that same night Charles Manson and the Tate thing came through.
Yeah. That same night. Yeah. That was a good podcast there that night.
Yeah, it was interesting.
If anybody goes back to watch that one at the salon, that was a good one with
that was a year ago at this point.
Yeah.
It was actually a year in December, I believe. We went down there.
Yeah.
It was
Damn.
Real quick. It was a year December. Hang on. Like December 20th, I think we were down there. Not maybe 20th, but I just saw it the other day. I was looking for a video of ours.
That's the one we had the mirror play and all that stuff going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good night.
So the salon is really an awesome place to go. The history and the residue of the old West and everything is there. So if you get a chance to come out there to the Delano to do the investigation with us, we're trying to do as many small public events there, with the team. We've had one, group of people that actually did that. We gave a walking tour, and then we go in and investigate for a few hours, and it actually turned out pretty well. I mean, had some things happen. So
Even sitting there Saturday, Sunday with Lena, and daytime lights were mostly on. I could see shadows, and we were hearing footsteps. So it's pretty interesting during the day. So we've had a lot of good stuff happen at night during our investigations.
very cool. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. I love the old West out there. You can still kind of imagine it. I don't know. I do. Every time we're out there, just imagine how the old West would have looked in the front. The storefronts and all that there, and
The dirt
Delano.
roads.
Yeah.
Well, there's pictures, not very many, but
Yeah.
there's some pictures of that area that you can see. It's pretty neat to see
Just
how they
sad.
set up.
I want to try and build this. I'm trying to build Delano in this kind of aspect. That's my goal.
We need to go to one of their town hall meetings down there sometime and
Yeah.
talk to them gentlemen, because they're all about trying to, because with the new stadium and everything that came up, the city is just trying to destroy what is left of Delano.
That's
And,
why I'm so afraid of the salon disappearing.
Yeah.
And some of the businesses due to tax rates and everything like that.
Yeah.
It's destroying history. And
There's some
because-
houses just
Yeah.
directly behind there. They've all boarded up. They're getting ready to tear them down. That are over 100 years old, and they're destroying them now. I don't get it.
Unless they're decrepit.
Well, they're not that bad, I mean, they look bad now with plywood.
Yeah.
I was there all day yesterday, scoping the neighborhood.
I hate seeing it, but at the same time, nobody's going to do anything to keep it up, and
Right.
then might as well take it down. But
It'd be nice
Yes.
if we'd
I
go
know.
investigate some of those before they took them down.
yeah, it'd be fun.
Yeah.
Fun. I'll take every little bit I can with that area. So,
Yeah.
hi Leo,
Hello.
how you doing over there?
Pretty good.
He's
We
doing all
did it 52 weeks ago, so a year ago. We were there for the first time, and then we did it 47 weeks ago, and we did the second one. I think we did one in
Wow.
December, one in February.
Wow,
Yep. So,
it's a long time.
and in between there, you guys did the Dodge Salon or Dodge City Santa Fe Depot one, where I did broadcasted live that night from
Oh.
here. That was the first
That was
rendition
freaking
of
awesome
it.
that
You guys were
night.
down there a year ago too.
That was a good night, yes.
That was so
Yeah.
awesome how you had that going.
Those fun times.
Yeah.
So hopefully this year, this year now, I say upcoming, this year now we're in, hopefully we can start doing more of those, more live, remote locations and stuff like that, and just investigations we can show you guys while we're out there.
Even if you zoom me in, I'll record the entire investigation all night long. If you zoom me in, I don't
Yeah.
care how we do it.
Yeah, we'll figure a way out now that we have
Yeah.
better means and stuff like that, so yeah, we'll definitely have fun.
Shoot, I mean, we got our GoPros all have Wi-Fi, so I mean,
Yeah.
we got to work on that sometime. That'd be nice to sit there and just go a Zoom or just a live feed off a GoPro while we have it rolling on our chest or something.
Yeah.
Or even your cameras to where you could watch, maybe.
Well, we were using those, and just the second time we tried to use them, it just didn't go well.
Not in
That's
Dodge.
so weird. And that's because we
It-
had that storm going on too.
Was
That's the
it?
night of those.
Was it
those-
Nest City that we tried to do that in?
What? No, we did Nest City. We were fine.
We were finding Nest City.
It was
Yes.
Dodge.
Dodge
You guys
again.
did 2 Dodge ones.
Yeah,
And
then
the first
storm.
one was smooth, nothing happened. The second one, went fine. And the second one was where you had trouble setting up cameras all night,
Yeah.
where the Wi-Fi wasn't cooperating.
Yeah, that's right. We tried hard to get
Yeah.
that going, and it just would not happen.
Yeah,
But
but we're good now.
yeah, I think we'll be all right next time. to
Yeah.
do that.
Definitely. Craziness.
Definitely want this new year to be a lot better than the previous. So
We will
shit, we
make it
didn't do
happen.
anything this year, this past
Yeah. Yeah, we
year.
did some small
Some,
Not
investigations.
very
some.
much.
We did belt plane. We did 1 in Derby. We did 2 at Terra.
Well, those I'm talking about.
Oh, like events.
the events
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff like
events were a
that.
little bit more because that
We
was
did
out of
do
our
our
hands.
walk-in tours, which were good.
Yeah.
Yeah, which Ghost Tours of Kansas is going to be announcing some bus tours, and they want them in October, and all that. So hopefully we can make that happen. But I'm gonna have to rely on you guys to do them
Got it.
without me.
We got this.
Okay. Tell the stories without me.
When's this happening?
October.
Oh, shoot, yeah. Okay.
Because that is when Corey and I will be getting married, and we're going to be taking some time off.
Yeah.
So.
I thought we were going on the honeymoon too.
Yeah. I'm going to Washington and Oregon alone with her. Me and her.
Oh, see, you're going to have to go check out the Spruce Goose. Maybe.
Oh, the plane?
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't realize it was out there.
Oregon, I believe, still yet, unless they moved it again. And then we go down to
We're
California.
wanting to see mountains. We're wanting to see, all the awesome stuff out there.
Oh, I can tell you a few places over in Washington.
Okay, Paranormal Sarah mentioned a place out, what was
I'll
it, out
give you the
Oregon?
town. No, Washington.
Washington. What was it?
It's
It's a lake, right?
Yeah, it's over by Mount Rainier. It's just south of Mount Rainier.
What was it
It's a
called?
Bigfoot lake, and I can get it for you.
Was it Bigfoot Lake or was it Alien?
Well, both.
Okay.
They have both there. They have a lot of Bigfoot sightings. They have Bigfoot
Was it
trails up there.
Locust?
No, it starts with an M.
Totally off.
Yeah. But I can't remember Moorhead or more.
Moist.
I might have to message her and ask that.
Well, I looked it up. It's
Yeah.
pretty neat. And then there's a video. Somebody did a video on it where they went up there and tried to find it.
I don't know if she'll be up
Miss
for it and
Snow.
everything during that time, but I don't know. I've never been out to the West Coast like that, so I'm dying to go.
In October, you're still 65, 75 degrees
Oh,
up there,
it's
so
gonna
you're
be
fine.
wonderful.
It'd be nice.
Wonderful. I'm not crazy about the flying, but it'll be all right.
Oh, you'll be fine.
But anyway, we're going to be doing the bus tours again, hopefully in October. We're going to start off with 2 of them.
2?
Yeah, just 2 dates.
Okay.
And figure it out, see if it works out good for us. She may end up working it around where it's not around the wedding, so
Cool.
that way, I could be around if you need me.
Yeah.
But no, it's a lot more fun. We could do the walking tours, the bus tours. We could just kind of take over.
I'm going to have to. Damn, Washington, huh? No, she got me all going. Man, I went to
He's
when
going
I was
to
in
find
Washington.
Bigfoot.
Well, no. I'm gonna have.
I want to see some UFOs, and because Corey is really into UFOs too, I would love to see something.
Well, okay, so you're going to be within 45-minute drive.
It just
to an
depends on where
hour
we're
drive.
flying into.
You're going to fly into
We might-
Seattle.
Yeah.
It's cheapest one out of Kansas.
Okay.
So you fly into Seattle, then
Get a car, and then we'll just
then drive
around.
north for an evening so you can check out the aurora lights.
Oh,
Yeah.
That would be bomb.
Yeah, you got to check that out. You're going to have to do the underground tunnel tours in Washington, Seattle. Yeah.
Underground stuff.
Okay, so actually,
Yeah.
so I got to remember how we had to do this. So wedding in October, honeymoon is actually going to be in November.
Okay, 50s. You'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Still
worst
see
thing
the
about
lights?
yeah, oh yeah, even better. And the worst thing about Washington State itself is the clouds, and you have lots of clouds. They claim that it's always raining, but you know what? It doesn't rain up there. I mean, it's a mist. It's not a rain like
I
we
love
have
it.
here.
She
Exactly.
loves it. It's all good. I
Beautiful.
love the rain. I'd rather have cloudy skies all the time.
Yeah,
Is it Mineral Lake?
Mineral Lake. That's it.
Is that it? Is that where she said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's an old campground that used to be up there, more like a Boy Scout refuge kind of thing. There used to be 3 huts out there, or buildings. Yeah, but yeah, that's the lake. They have Bigfoot sightings out there. They have nightly UFO sightings.
Mineral
Nightly,
Lake.
yeah. There's a gentleman up there that resides up there, and damn it, I just watched it on.
I may just have to go live when I'm out there with,
Yeah,
so you guys can see it with me.
yeah.
Yes, please.
That'll be awesome.
Let's do it.
I'll have
Going to
do that.
Washington?
I'll take you there by video.
I just canceled my freaking cruise
Did you?
for my birthday this year, so yeah, I'm not going to be a guinea pig on a boat.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
But
So, guys, we have 10 minutes. What else is new?
you got me all hooked on Washington. I can't think about anything else right now.
I want to see Bigfoot. I want to see UFOs. I want to see if there is a connection of anything. I want to try the experiment that Paranormal Sarah actually talked to us about, with the flashlight and everything like
Yeah.
that. I want to try it. I want to do it.
Well, there's a couple places out there that Jen from Big Sea Squatchers was talking about the hieroglyphs.
Yes.
There's a couple places I can tie you into over by Mount Rainier that you can go see at them, because I would have not looked for the circle upon circle upon circle hieroglyph at that time, because I wouldn't have even thought about it.
What was the significance about the circle within circle?
That is supposed to be like a
Portal?
portal to where you can, yes,
So if I run and jump into it,
possibly. Well, you got to know. You got to know how to use it. Apparently, maybe.
you have to use it?
Yeah,
Oh, hell, I'm screwed then.
yeah. You can jump and run, jump. Hell, Wile E. Coyote did it. You might be able to too. But we'll see. But no, yeah. There's a couple places up there that that you can check out. That's got hieroglyphs that I actually looked at when I was up there, and that we went out to a couple waterfalls that you have to walk down into the canyon, and there's hieroglyphs everywhere. It's protected, land up there. Yeah, beautiful. Maybe it's there. Maybe Bigfoot's there camping out too on Mount Rainier.
Very cool.
Go get Daryl and have that beer.
I always said if I saw one, I'd try to do what I could to rip out some hairs
Yeah,
and run like hell.
yeah. You need to get one original and run. Yeah.
I want proof. I want to give proof.
I wish I'd
That
known we
DNA.
were talking about this. I saw a video yesterday, I think it was, about a Bigfoot where this guy's falling and keeping a good distance from it, not too far, but close enough where you can see it on the camera, and then the thing starts grunting at him, whatever, so he backs off because he thinks that's a warning,
Probably.
which was pretty freaking cool. I need to find that video because
Next week.
it was pretty clear. As clear as Bigfoot's videos are going to get.
Yeah.
So take it for what it is. Could be a guy in a suit, could be whatever. Who knows?
Well, somebody just needs to take that pot shot one day and shoot him and with a dart.
Or just take one of
Can't.
those
They're protected
That's true.
That's true.
in Washington.
It's, yeah, they are. What if those bean bags guns?
Oh,
Just nail one of them.
potato gun.
Yeah. With the with the bean bags. Just
Those are
let the
fun,
police
too.
use go and just nail him with one. Go over there, take a few samples, take some photographs, take a selfie with him,
Yeah.
and then run off. He'll be fine. He'll or she, whatever, it will be fine.
What about the dart gun with the meds in that'll knock him out for a while so it can get all that done?
I don't want to give, you may have an allergic reaction.
That's
We
true.
don't know.
And I don't carry an EpiPen usually.
Of course,
So-
the beanbag might just piss him off. So.
Because they asking for trouble. That's what I said. You're asking for trouble.
8 foot tall dude, you're going to shoot him with a beanbag? Come on now.
Right.
Hit him in the nards. It's all right.
Yeah, that'll knock him out for a while. At least down for a while.
Yeah. No, it'll be fun. I'm anxious to. Can't believe it's happening this year. So
Yeah, that's crazy. That's
Yeah.
good though. Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
You'll have fun out there. I
We
would
will.
stay away from Oregon, but whatever.
Stay away from Oregon.
There's not much there. Trees, redwood forest.
Redwood Forest is what we want to see.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, we
You're
want to
fine
see
then.
that.
Well, you want to drive through them. That's the best part.
Oh yeah, I just how amazing they are. It's a wonder of Earth. It's like.
Well, when you can drive through a freaking tree,
Mhm.
it's just crazy. And, it's just, and there's 2 lanes in this tree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've
I
seen the
believe it after
pictures.
what we saw in Hawaii.
I saw recently that Greg and Dana Newkirk from the Occult Museum were out there in December, out in Redwoods. They were driving through them. That was on his bucket list.
Yeah.
So he got out and took pictures, of course, and stuff like that. They were out looking for aliens. So I'm anxious to see what they're going to bring out next, because they're the ones that brought out Hellier
Yeah.
on Amazon Prime. If you ever
Damn,
get
I
to
still haven't watched it yet.
You need to watch it. First season's bad. First season is interesting because it's the build-up. Second season kind of culminates, whatever. It's like, but I'm gonna get them on the show one of these days and talk to us about their things. They were also just on Kindred Spirits recently too, so they're out there doing things, big things, and they're really heavy into the cult. She's kind of like a medium, like a psychic, where she does rituals and stuff like that to try to appease things, and he's just kind of a researcher and investigator and kind of a guinea pig in some ways.
She does the elemental thing, right?
Yeah.
Earth
She does
Earth
like
elemental
metaphysics
side of
stuff.
things,
Mhm.
like Sarah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. So we were supposed to meet him this past year at the KC Paracon. Of course,
Yeah.
you all know how that went. So, but I'll try to get them on the show too. Which I'm confused. Charles, that tree's not there anymore. What tree?
Oh, the tree he's probably talking about that you drive through.
Oh, there's a tree that's. I have to figure it out to find it.
But run back to the Lena thing real quick. It was nice to be able to sit there with Lena at the salon and talk more than we normally get to when she's with us on investigations.
Right.
Because we're usually too busy investigating, she's busy reading, and
Mm-hmm.
so when we're there with her in February, it'll be nicer being able to have that more of a connection
Right.
that we don't normally
Yeah.
get.
Very true. And I keep promising her that I will sit down
You get a reading?
and get a reading.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually meant to do it, but then life got so busy that I couldn't stay. So,
Yeah.
but yes, next time in February, told her I'll sit down and actually have a reading.
I
So
like
will
it.
Leo. No, I'm kidding.
No. Not I.
Even if we have to drag you, Leo.
Nope. But well, we got how much? We got 12 minutes left.
Yeah.
11 minutes.
I thought we had 10 minutes
Nah,
earlier.
that clock is
Yeah.
fast. So, roll fast. We can do a couple different things. I can play you guys some videos. Tell me
Yes.
what you think.
Do it.
And been sitting on these for quite a while now.
In
Oh,
Denver, Washington?
do it.
So get your headphones on,
Okay.
Oh,
and we
jeez.
can play away. 1 second here. Let me get these queued up while we're waiting.
Come fly.
Video time.
Seats in the upright positions.
So, with everything going on, there's different videos out and stuff like that. Just kind of go through it. One recently, speaking of UFOs and Men in Black and all that stuff we talk about all the time, is the Black-Eyed Children. This first one talks about videos of, what do you call it, things that were caught on trail cams, allegedly. So, I'll play it and let you make your own opinions on it, form your own opinions, and we can kind of discuss here in just a second.
Seems to have spotted 2 deer, but they were not alone. What looks to be a small girl in a white gown can be seen in the photo. Many believe this photo to be a black-eyed child captured on camera. This is not the only time that a trail camera has allegedly captured a black-eyed child roaming alone through the woods. In this
Well, what happened there? I don't know what happened. Sorry. That was a real quick one. There's a follow-up video to that.
Okay.
Different. Do I?
No, that. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I can make claim for either way. It could be fake. Could
True.
be staged.
A couple of times the deer looked like it was looking
Yeah.
right at him.
You know, a child not gonna sneak up on a deer like that.
True, unless they're not
Not there.
totally
Yeah.
human.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
like if it is a true, like, black-eyed child, as they're claiming, they kind of appear and disappear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's that. There's so many stories of like people, like park rangers and stuff that claim to have seen crazy things, especially like that look like a boy wandering
Mm-hmm.
through. Park rangers find footage of that kind of stuff all the time. They even run in, they've seen them walking through the woods, and I've read their stories and stuff. It's crazy. It's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm with you, though. You can fake that, too.
Yeah, I can Photoshop anything.
A couple of those may have been Photoshopped.
That's
Right.
what I wondered with it being, thinking they were photoshopped. My dad's a hunter, and he's got several trail cams, and looking on the computer when he
Mhm.
switches out the cards and stuff, it's even some of the people that, like us walking around before we went and took the card out of the camera, we had black eyes just because of the grainy quality of this.
Plus the
picture.
IR light reflecting off your eyelids, yeah.
Yeah.
But supposedly humans aren't supposed to show eye shine like that, allegedly. And
Yeah,
this
they
is-
did.
But I know we've had videos where we've caught some of us walking through cameras. Looks like we have eye shine.
Yeah,
So I don't
eyes
know
look
what, I don't know
really
what to believe
weird.
and what not to believe as
Yeah.
far as that goes. But
Those are creepy shots, though.
yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to walk up on them.
you what?
I wouldn't want to walk up
I
on them.
would. Why not?
Well, you know, I'm in the woods, you know, a little kid in a gown staring
Kick
at
'em.
you. It's
Are
like,
you afraid of the
Kick him,
corn?
throw something at him.
well,
Are you afraid of the corn? Children of the corn?
Right.
you had to ask that question, and I know Dana's watching, so I can't lie. When I pass 6 foot plus tall corn, I shiver and shake. I don't much care for it. Yeah, no, I do not like
Just makes me
Because the
hungry. That's all
aliens
it
are
makes
out
me.
there.
corn. I have an issue with
Aliens are out
corn.
there watching you.
Yeah, I have a thing with corn. I do.
Renee says it looks like little kids in the nightgowns.
They are in
It does.
gowns.
I
Yeah,
agree
It
with
does,
that.
yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
This next one kind of goes along with that theme. It's another girl, then we'll just kind of hear. Well, it's a girl that I'll just play it for you.
A woman named Hannah Butler took a picture of what she believes to be a black-eyed girl in Hessel-Forscher Woods. Hannah snapped this picture back in 2013. But she claims that to this day, she still has terrible nightmares where she is haunted by the black-eyed girl in the picture. A woman named
Oh shit! Sorry. Now the last ending part is just for theatricals.
Okay, so who's the blonde girl?
Do what?
Who's the blonde girl?
It's a girl that
Took
took that picture,
Took the picture.
and she said it's something that's followed her everywhere she's been ever since then.
I don't know. It looks kind of like what they would call a blob
I can
squatch,
see that too.
where it's just nothing and you're
It's
just.
in the paranormal field, it's called pareidolia, where
Yeah.
it's just your eyes that see one thing, like the picture at the Santa Fe Depot with
Yeah.
the guy sitting up in the kind of in the back. Looks like an old West gunslinger
Yeah,
sitting
with
back
his
there.
like his shirt and everything.
And had like
like
the
that.
mustache and everything, like pictured, Wyatt Earp will say, or Doc Hollywood, or
That
Doc
comes to
Hollywood.
find
Doc,
out.
what the fuck's his name? Holiday, not Doc Hollywood. What the
Doc
shit?
Holliday.
not Michael J. Fox. Doc. God damn it!
Wow.
It's getting late.
Do you need
Anywho.
sign language?
Yeah. Doc Holliday, it kind of looked like him sitting back in the very back, but it was just a night vision picture of one of the lamps that were sitting up there.
Yeah.
But it was pretty convincing. I mean,
But that you could barely. You could try to make out arms and
Yeah.
legs, but it really. I don't know. There wasn't even much of a face there.
right. Most of it's just with your eyes and your mind
Yeah.
playing.
You could
Making you
stare at
think.
black and white photos like that all the time, shot in the dark, and try to make out. I mean, people do it all the time. I see
Right.
people post pictures on the paranormal pages, and I don't bash them. I just kind of pass
Yes, he
through
does.
and I go on.
Hmm.
But they claim, "Oh, do you see this face?" And I'm like, "I've seen better." But yeah,
So I don't know about black-eyed children. I'd love to see one in real life so I can solidify my own beliefs and think,
Right.
okay, I know we've had, like I said, mutual friends that talked about them,
yeah,
and
could be frightening.
I know, knowing the source, I don't think you'd make a story up like that because the guy is
Yeah,
very religious and doesn't believe in any of this stuff, and as per se, the fact that he's just
But he's-
frighteningly recanting the story to you guys
Yeah.
is pretty.
it's just the
Pretty
fact that he had something happen that he could not explain.
And he swears it's black-eyed. What described to us was the black-eyed children. So
Right.
Well, that location in Wichita, I could possibly believe
that's what
that
this
as
was
well,
too.
too. So, yeah.
really.
In that area, I mean, it's, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Moving on, there's a couple more videos we'll play here tonight. This one I'm a little torn upon. I'll just play it and let you guys see what you think. So, not black-eyed children, but close.
Not much is known about where it came from, but it shows 4 different security cameras in some sort of building that follow 2 Japanese men getting into an elevator. The green tint from the cameras give it a spooky tone right off the bat, but it's what happens at the end that truly terrified me. Not much is known.
Shit, I keep hitting the wrong button, sorry. So I want to play it again. This one I could say it's fake, but I could also say, what if it's real? I don't see any jump cuts or anything like that. I don't see anything crazy. I mean, it looks... The fact that she's moving real slow behind him, it just seems a little staged to me, but...
Is it a female?
What do you think it is?
Looks like a bald male with maybe.
I thought it was a
Hubbled
woman,
over.
but maybe I'm looking at it wrong.
Could be
Could it
creature.
be
Could be a
reflection?
creature.
Reflection of...
A reflection of like one of the guy, like maybe both guys leaving, and just like they both had looked like white shirts on,
Mhm.
reflections off the glass.
But they got out of there, though. Do you think it would... By the time they walked out, the doors
Probably
would have
wouldn't
shut?
linger.
Huh?
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't linger.
Well, the doors would have shut by now, you would have thought.
Yeah.
And
That's a surveillance
that thing is
camera.
still trailing,
Yeah.
whatever, allegedly. It looks like it's somewhere in Japan, maybe.
Could be a creature. Could be.
Oh, Renee thought it looked
I'm
like a
gonna
lady
say
too.
alien or something like that. Could have been anything like that. I mean, it's like you said. There's no jump cut
Yeah.
to it. He just walks away, and there it is.
When I first thought, I thought it was faked, but doesn't mean it...
I mean, most likely
I don't know.
could be fake. Most likely it is, but it's pretty damn cool.
Different.
It's pretty cool. I mean, you don't see much of a face or anything. It's just slowly moving forward.
Yeah.
Whatever it was seemed like it was really hunched.
Mhm.
What if
Over.
What if it was just by chance capturing an entity or a creature passing through? Just by chance, it was coming through the elevator.
Yeah.
It was just passing through.
Could be.
I
The
don't know.
camera just happened to catch it.
My question is, if ghosts can walk through walls like that, why don't they fall to the floors like that in the elevator? I'm just kidding around. I don't know. That one's interesting. If it's real, like I said, if it's easy, it probably can be faked. I mean, I'm sure they could be clever, especially if it's over in Japan. They have high quality video cameras and everything else over there.
Yeah.
I'm sure it could be easily done, but if it's not faked, holy shit,
Yeah.
that'd be a fucking amazing catch.
Yeah. I mean, granted,
Scared the shit out of me.
nowadays, I mean, everything can be faked. It's just, what if? Like Leo said, what if this is like the real deal?
Yeah. All right. Let's see what I can play next. There's a couple more. Let me see what I want to go to. There's two. I'm going to play 2 out of 3 left. So this one I've seen quite a bit. It's been on a couple different paranormal shows. It's over in the UK, which kind of makes me want to believe more over there because it's outside of Castle. This is possibly, they say, Henry VIII's ghost caught at his castle, basically. I'll play it for you guys. This one's pretty interesting, but once again, is it faked? I don't know.
This next video takes place at Hampton Court Palace, which is located in London, England, which was owned by King Henry VIII. Now, what exactly happened? I'll let you see for yourself.
This is what a security camera at Hampton Court captured on tape about 3 weeks ago. Is this a ghost?
Right, now what this is the security staff heard an alarm go off, which actually meant that the fire doors were open. They rushed to it and there was nothing there. The doors were closed, actually, when they got there. Now, we'll go back through this again. On CCTV camera, but not seen by anybody at the naked eye, was this. Can we see it again, please, now? Okay.
There are other CCTV cameras around Hampton Court, particularly after that fire. Nobody was seen approaching this particular spot. You don't see the doors actually being pushed open by hand. Figure strides forward and slams them shut. As you can see, and close-ups have shown that it appears to be dressed in medieval clothes, similar to what Henry VIII would have worn. But the key thing is it happened 3 days on the run. That's the only time that a figure actually appeared on the camera, and the other CCTV cameras and witnesses around saw nobody.
So what do you think?
I don't know. I've seen it before.
Thank you.
I haven't seen the video. I've only seen the
closer,
snap
closer
photos.
too, yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, I've only seen the snap photos. I've never seen the video of it. Again, anybody could have been down there doing it, but since they were talking about how they could pinpoint inside that nobody was around that area, because, I mean, they have that secured.
There's a camera there for a reason, for security.
Yeah.
That's an accessible door from the
Inside and
outside.
outside.
Yeah. And they said it happened 3 times, 3 days in a row. This is the only time they caught something on video. Now, could have been somebody going there and opening and shutting the doors, whatever. Yes.
But what the hell are you wearing?
Well,
That's like-
if you're there and maybe you're like a tour guide and you're dressed up, trying to play the part. That part,
But
I don't
do
know.
they?
I don't know that
You
part.
know?
I can see
That's
somebody
cool.
faking that, but but to get out of there before security shows up,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's why I like that. That was on a national news, which
Yeah.
the news can't
And the
believe
doors
everything.
do appear to open without anybody touching it. And then you just see. But what. I don't know if it's Henry VIII because he wouldn't be down there closing his own doors, would he?
Right.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what
Or
that.
would-
I don't
or
know.
is it just a servant that happened
Could
to
be.
have been there?
I think everybody wants to make it believe it's Henry VIII just because the fact that'd be how cool is that? That's
I
fucking
know,
the ghost of
I
somebody
know.
from the 1700s or whatever.
But think about how he would not be doing that.
Yeah.
He didn't
Whoever
have a
it was
servant or
pissed.
something.
He was like, shut the door.
Right.
Like he was angry
That's
or
why I
whatever.
feel like it's a servant or something
Could
like
be,
that. You
yeah.
know, like trying to take care of stuff.
Yeah, regardless if it's a real ghost, holy shit, that is freaking amazing.
Yeah.
I know there's better footage of it. I wish I could find that footage. I just grabbed it real quick one day and I've seen clearer
I think I
imaging
have
of
a
that.
book actually that has a
Of that
photo
picture?
of it.
Really?
It's pretty up close.
And there's nothing that I can find that's been said that's been faked. So I don't know.
Right.
I mean, I want to say it's real, but I don't know.
Yeah,
So-
I haven't heard anybody claim or prove it.
Yeah.
Or prove
Yeah.
that it's not real.
Right. A few months back, we talked about American Murder. Remember with the Chris Watts killing his wife?
Yeah.
And in Colorado and stuff like that.
Oh, God, yes,
Did you ever
yeah.
watch it finally?
No.
Damn it.
Come
Okay.
on.
I know.
I did, yes.
Yeah, I did too.
You've been busy. You're forgiven.
I remember during the actual footage, I heard shit on the footage, which I was like, hard to say. The big thing was there was supposedly a little girl ghost that they thought they caught on camera, but at the time, her friend that had dropped her off the night before, it was her daughter because they show her other scenes where she's holding her or whatever. So that's not a real. That's a real person.
Okay.
What's spooky is that when the cops come in and they do a walkthrough and it's just two females. I don't know. I'll play it for you. You can make your own opinion. I'll tell you what I think.
I've watched the actual documentary, so I mean.
Oh, so you didn't watch it?
No, I did. I haven't gone back to catch
Oh, okay.
this.
Well, this is one.
I didn't know what I didn't know you guys were like. Everybody was talking that there was paranormal caught on camera on this documentary because I watched the documentary, and I hated him and it was a horrible story.
Yeah.
But you guys started talking about paranormal stuff on that. I'm like,
Yeah.
shit,
You
really?
can hear voices.
Yeah.
No,
I was watching it the first time, and I had to keep rewinding. Like, did I just see that?
Well, there's
But-
more. You can go in online. There's sites like police sites where they actually have the full interview, not just little bits and pieces that they cut with the documentary of him, of the dad, of the girlfriend, and different people. The best friend talking to him, and there's also the full body cam footage and stuff like that. That's where I got this from. So it's a longer version of this outside of what they put in the documentary. So something happens, and I went through and I updated it with. Subtitles and stuff like that. You'll see what I'm talking about here in just a second. But let's watch this and I'll show you guys. Tell me what you guys think. Oh, hang on. Shit, what happened? I did something weird. Try it again.
Well, there's plenty of first vendors here.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. What in the world is that? Wow. Go in there and step on that little blue thing and see if that's where that noise came from.
Yeah, it sounded like a kid toy.
It might. It sort of sounds like it.
Something. I heard it.
That one, did you hear it?
I did.
Sounded like a kid giggling or something, didn't it? Or a kid.
It did.
Because all he did was go straight in there. That was strange, but we'll make a note of that.
I heard it. I definitely heard the same thing you did.
Yeah, and then he just sort of turned around and looked. But I didn't just a second to register.
What do you think? You
So
hear it?
did you get that straight from the documentary?
No.
Okay. So how do people know to go back and watch that?
This is, like I said... Hang on a second, I'm answering Charles' just a question.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's called American Murder, The Family Next Door. I found it. Like anything, once I find something, I start researching the hell out of it. I don't take everything for face value. So I found this site that had there's full videotapes, like the tapes they showed, like I said, of the interrogation of all the people involved. You can read court documents, police documents, anything in there. There's video of when they're cataloging the evidence, like the dress that she had on, or the outfit she had on that was getting when she was buried. All kinds of stuff. They show all this stuff. I mean, like I said, I go to these websites and you can find pretty much anything. And found this video. Cause I saw this in the actual documentary, and it was real quick, not like this, real long. And I heard the voices when they first talked about it. I'm like, "Whoa, that's weird." I heard that voice, and they mentioned it kind of briefly. Now she says it sounds like a kid's toy, and it does, but they're in her Shanann's closet. And there's no toys there.
And being in there, they couldn't find it.
They'd be like, "Oh, it's right here. This kid's toy." No, it's never been anything. It sounds like a kid going, "Mommy, mommy," and then you hear it giggle.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, her 2 children died with her, or the husband killed all 3 of them, So is it the ghost of that child? Maybe.
Could be.
I don't know. I always
the youngest was very rambunctious and stuff.
Right. Oh, I was like, what? But yeah, no, that video I thought that was interesting because the fact that it's a police video camera that they're like, I don't know what the hell it is. The dog went in there. Dog would have, probably barked at it or freaked out. You don't hear him doing anything.
Right.
Just keeps on sniffing around trying to find evidence of anything. Now, this was the video when she first went missing, prior to knowing the answer of that, he did it, whatever. So,
spoiler alert.
Yep. So, I don't know. It's a sad but true documentary. And it got really big during COVID because.
Yeah.
It was Tiger King. It was this. It was a couple videos that came.
Fucking Carol Baskin.
That was part of being shut down. You get to watch all these crazy videos. I mean, people did things right with Netflix, and everybody bringing out videos.
Right.
So you could watch them during this time, and this is one of them. I mean, it took America by storm, basically. And no, I don't know. I don't know what to think about that video, but there was other videos. Like I said, there was that one where they thought it was a child on the stairs, but I was like. Because somebody's filming the outside, and the house is empty. They can't. The house is it's not for sale per se. It's out there. Like Chris Watts, the guy that's in prison, owns it still, and it'll never probably sell for a long time, if ever, because you have to pay the back taxes on that and stuff like that. And it's going to be like 3 or 4 times what the house is actually worth, if not more. I wanted to say last time I saw it was like $635,000 just for back taxes alone. Plus, that's not even the price of the house.
Why can't they just let it go?
I'm surprised the city doesn't take an ownership over somebody. I don't know how that works 100%, especially in Colorado. But
I thought one of the parents would take over and at least pay it, but I guess it's not their debt to pay.
No.
Yeah.
And they all live in North Carolina anyways, so nobody lives there.
Yeah, that's true.
And
that's all on him.
Mm-hmm.
The house is. I mean, people go up to the house continuously. There's other videos, people out there filming from outside. There's a guy that took a thermal camera, and I don't know. I could have played that and debunked a lot of shit in that too. But it was strange because all the windows were open, kind of, and there was one particular one. He's at the very top that kept giving some kind of reflection, and it did look like something moved up on top, but I don't know. It could have just been angles and stuff like that. But the video was hot. That's just it. Like the image itself was hot. Everything else was cold, and it didn't make a lot of sense. I was like, I don't know, but you can see something definitely move back and forth.
Well, I mean, she did die in the house.
Yeah, she died in the house. Well, and that's the story. They think supposedly he may have tried to kill him and the kids in the house, and one of them woke up when he was on strangling her, supposedly.
Well, supposedly as he says, it was out at the oil
site, right?
Yeah. Because he took them all because they were asking, what's wrong with Mommy? Why is she down in the floorboard? Down. Mama's sleeping. Yeah. And then he took Mama out, and then he killed the little one.
Came one by one and took the kids, and it's just like, oh man, what a heartless bastard.
I'm part of this.
Because he had a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm on this Facebook page where people theorize what they think, and
you're one of those?
No. No. I'm just I just read. I don't post.
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people that's gone to the house and taken pictures through the windows and stuff. It's kind of different.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was seeing too. People do that still.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Charles was asking about down. It was Tiger King. He went down to the actual place in Oklahoma, the Wildwood, whatever it's called.
Yeah, I passed it. I mean, I passed the sign coming up from Texas.
Yeah.
That said, and I was like, oh, that's the place, you know. But it's closed now.
It is?
Yeah, it was foreclosed. She bought it.
Yeah, Carol Baskins has it.
And then now it's shut down. So.
But Zach did his episode there. He filmed, and I had posted about it on our page a long time ago because it said when they first was filming down there, because he took what's his name, Joe Exotic's penis pump. That's why I said that gives a new meaning to the word possession or being possessed or whatever at the time.
That's what he took.
Up in the air. Huh?
That's what he took.
Yeah. So he has it in his
museum. To his museum.
Yeah. So
God.
If you watch the episode, I don't know. They capture some weird shit, which.
It was
interesting. Well, you do have a suicide that happened there.
Well, it's not even so much that too. There's his workers supposedly killed some people in this back lot, and they caught some things out there that was pretty unusual.
What? So there was murders out there?
Yeah, and there was a truck out there. They said that had some kind of like oozing substance coming out of the back of it, like a semi truck, and you can see it on there. It's like what should be consistent with something rotting, like meat, like whether it be human, whether it be whatever, or whether it be.
Well, I used to get all the back stock from the Walmarts and stuff like that too.
I don't know what it is, but it's pretty nasty. But the episode was all right. It wasn't terrible. I've seen worse. I mean,
did he once say it was demon?
I don't recall.
No.
Really?
I was surprised.
No, but what happened in the episode really happened. It was pretty interesting because one of Joe Exotic's younger lovers that was there killed himself. He was playing Russian roulette and shot himself, and it's on camera, but you don't see it per se.
Yeah, I watched that.
Yeah,
that's the suicide I was talking about.
Well, he kept thinking he was interacting with them, that guy, whatever, the whole time, and couldn't figure out what it was. And they found a hat that belonged to that guy. When he showed one of those other guys that was on the episode that was from Tiger King, he's like, "Holy shit!" Joe hid that hat from him as a punishment, and supposedly this guy was leading. All he wanted was his hat back, kind of a thing, allegedly, but. The spirit led him to this hat. They didn't know where it was.
Yeah.
Because for some reason, Joe Exotic's house, where he stayed at on the property, is just ramshacked now, whatever you call it. It's all fucked up now, and it's disgusting in there.
I heard the whole place is disgusting.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
So.
Well, the guy that shot himself, he didn't have a clip in it. He kept, they said, well, no, it can still go off.
Yeah,
or something.
That's what it was.
And he was just like, oh, it won't go off. It won't go. See? And he just put the gun.
Yeah.
You see the blast, but
it's on security camera.
Yeah.
But
he's just right underneath the camera. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The whole thing was weird. I mean, I don't know. It is what it is. I mean, that's just one person. There's 300 people more like that out there too,
Yeah.
It's just crazy people in the world. So, all right, y'all. We're rambling here, so that's way past that time. But no,
go back to work tomorrow.
I know, same here. No, it's been fun. This is our first episode of the new year, and also in about a couple weeks we've been off the last 2 weeks because of the holidays and whatnot, and just spending family times and whatnot. So, but we should be back regularly, hopefully, if everything works out. I'm hoping, and we'll come hopefully live this year a couple of times. Investigations, whether it be on this channel, whether it be on the paranormal pages. So we'll let you know far in advance, and we'll also start bringing some more guests back also on too.
You bet.
So keep this year rolling again. So, but now I want to say thank you to everybody that tuned in tonight. Everybody that's been commenting on the chat line. We love you guys to comment. It's fun interacting with you guys, and this is why we do it for you guys and for ourselves. It's the public and everybody else. So thank you guys for commenting. So. But, I was like, what? I'm confused here. I see you just signed on or something. Did you sign on?
No, I was just giving thumbs up.
Oh, okay, you said you just signed on. I was like, what the hell?
He's been on the whole time.
Yeah, I've been on.
Oh, it just said Jason's watching now. I'm like,
yeah. Oh.
Okay.
Maybe it's Wi-Fi.
Sorry.
Nah,
The government again.
Yeah, right. So, all right, y'all. Thank you guys for episode 129, the New Year episode. We just came back. I'm Leo, and then we got. You want to say goodbye? And then we'll tell your names. Okay, that's Jason. Jason and Matrixing Andy tonight. She was all over on multiple screens. And,
Hope I didn't hurt your eyes.
And of course, Dan the Man. So.
Hi. Peace out.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. So, all right, y'all. We're calling it evening. So, thank you guys. We'll see you next week.
See you next week, guys.